Hey guys, welcome back to another Nerd Theory. How you guys doing? We're all having a good week, starting off
Yeah.
Monday right with another show.
Yeah,
Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing well. 2023 off to a good start. Damn, dude, that Mandalorian trailer is performing pretty well out there.
Yeah, it is.
And so that's cool to see a lot of views on that thing overall. Did you see that article? They're talking about how it
Did
like
yeah, I made a
yeah.
video on it. Like 84 million views overall in 24 hours, which is quite good.
That's massive. I mean, I know it got a boost because the football game itself was something like 30 million, but that's still really impressive. Like 50 million in a 24-hour period would be huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's good. Like that actually surprised me a little bit. I remember talking to you before it went down and I was like, nah, I don't even know, I don't know if the trailer's gonna be good. I'll probably just recycle
Mhm.
what has come before. But they did go for it. I mean, that shot of 66, I think it was probably the most hyped up thing, and I saw your vid. So you think for sure it's Anakin,
I mean, I'm never sure,
right?
but I think it could be very
Yeah,
well. It could be Anakin, and if it's not, it could maybe be someone coming in to save Grogu.
right. Well, could it be maybe both? Could it be because at some point, correct me if I'm wrong, but on that same recording, do you not see Palpatine in the temple at one point or
We
no? Am
do.
I
Yeah.
Yeah. So at some point he enters.
He did, yeah. So maybe he took him.
Right. So, like, what if, like, Anakin rolls up and he's like just slicing and dicing, and then he's about to do his thing on said Grogu youngling,
Yeah.
and Palpatine from behind him is like, wait, he's important. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, or wait, what if it's Darth Maul?
That could be super cool, bro. Like Maul, so you think maybe Maul and Anakin in the same scene?
No, well, what if, at the end of season 7 of Clone Wars, Maul took off and he goes to the temple and maybe what we see is just Grogu hiding somewhere with like a few Jedi protecting him, like a little bit after Order 66.
Yeah,
And he goes in there and he like tries to take him out, and then that's why they have this like he has this dark past that he doesn't remember, perhaps.
sure.
That
I
could be
mean,
interesting.
I mean, either way, it kind of feels like it's connected back, to Palps, because if he was in the temple and yet seen as an asset. I mean, I guess it's possible it was just Maul working on his own, right? Taking him. But I kind of think it'll end up leading maybe to like, the contingency and unfortunately a little bit to Snoke or something like that, maybe. But either way, dropping that Order 66 shot in that trailer, good move, bro. They don't usually do stuff like that,
No, they
like
don't.
yeah, and they were like, "No, we're gonna, like, put that hype thing right up in front." And it's cool because Grogu is as much as I'm, getting a little sick of that little green son of a bitch, the truth is it's a really intriguing aspect to the whole story. I mean, when Mando first pulls up on him, it's a job to eliminate him,
Mhm.
and there's all this, like, sort of weird mystery surrounding that. We still don't fully understand it, and it looks like what that scene probably is in the trailer is Grogu sort of get like because when he was with Luke, right, he remembers a little bit,
Yeah.
but this seems like a way more clear version of that. So I hope they don't blue ball us again.
Yeah,
I hope they show us this time, like,
that'd be nice if they don't. Yeah, maybe they
yeah,
can show us for once, like, what actually happened, and we don't have to wait until Ahsoka to see it or something. But
yeah,
also, it's like, who is making him reflect on those memories? Because we know Luke did it.
right.
So
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Do you think that maybe he could be just doing it on his own at this point? Like, is he? Does he? Let me ask you this broader question: did he take anything from his time with Luke?
probably
Like, is
not.
he gonna take anything back with him?
Probably not.
Yeah, it would be nice if he did. Like, even just little things like maybe him meditate, maybe he could be meditating and then that's when he has that vision of clarity or whatever, but I hope there's at least something that he got from it.
I mean, maybe it wasn't anybody because there wasn't that weird aura around the scene. It was just pretty
Right.
clear. So
That's
maybe it
true.
was just him remembering.
Yeah, it could just be that he knocked something loose and he just has a moment and remembers it pretty clearly. I wonder, It really does seem like a lot of the season is gonna focus on the Mandalorians and, Din and him just going there and unifying the people or Bo.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to think of like, well, what element does that mysticism with Grogu even play in this story? Because I don't necessarily want him to just I don't I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I don't think I want Luke in season 3 of Mando. You know what I mean? Like, is this gonna end up being just the Luke show where Luke, like, pops in to add, like, some force relevance,
Yeah,
every
like all these
season?
different cameos.
Yeah, yeah, I'd kinda prefer at this point, since he left and now he's back with Din, for him to just develop on his own, or maybe there's another Jedi or
Well,
Force thing.
what I would have liked is if Grogu stayed with Luke a little bit longer, and then Din has to go through his own character arc, and in the end, there's a big bad. Let's say Thrawn comes in with his undead army, or a Jorah Sabaoth wannabe, and Din is all defeated, and then in the end, Luke comes in, brings Grogu to Mando.
Right,
Mando gets this spurt of uh, vigor, and he's ready to
right.
go again. And he's what's the word when you're
He's, like,
why am I
motivated,
blanking out? Motivated.
inspired, or
Yeah,
yeah,
no, yeah, he's motivated, and he's like, "Oh, I got my son back," basically, and he's ready to go. He has something to fight for, and he's not worrying about the little guy anymore. And Luke does his bit. Mando does his bit against the army. Maybe Luke fights the Dark Jedi that comes in there or something. Who knows?
right.
And we could see Ahsoka at some. I think we're going to see Ahsoka at some point in this show, just so that it piques interest to go into her show because that's usually
That's
what they
fair.
do.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair. Yeah.
so that would be cool. I would have loved to have seen him be with Luke a little bit longer and then
Yeah.
reunite with Mando.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because it's like that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I
Yeah,
didn't really anticipate. I mean, I don't think any of us saw like 2 full-on Mando episodes in Boba, but having even that
yeah,
is it's so crazy that his time with Luke was so truncated because he's just back. And I thought for sure it would have been cooler that, yeah, he's with Luke, he's getting Jedi training. Oh, well, they said this really tough goodbye, but what would be an interesting thing to bring them back together? Of course, like a big outside threat. Thrawn's perfect for that.
yeah,
So now with them back together, it's almost like they have to do something crazy to bring Luke back with them to face the threat because Luke may be facing the threat I could possibly see, depending on what it is, but him facing the threat with this cast of characters is going to feel wildly out of place unless there's
yeah,
like a good reason for it.
yeah,
Like that's part of the reason why that scene is so powerful at the end of season 2 is because we all thought Luke, Luke, Luke right away, but you also like you think, no, they're not going to do that. That's too
no,
crazy. Like
no.
it's Luke Skywalker, and then it happens. You're like, whoa, but it can't just like I don't know. I don't want it to just happen again. There has to be a good story reason.
And then they do it again, with Boba, and then if they do it again with Mando 3, it just almost becomes a little bit cheap. So it's like you really want to place him properly
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
not just have him be like, "Okay, yeah, we're going to see Luke again." It's like I would like to, but is there a good reason for him to show up?
sure. I almost feel like they've changed the plan slightly
I
behind the
think so
scenes.
too, dude. I think that's
Yeah.
why they did that with Boba is because
Yeah.
they thought ratings would go down if Grogu wasn't with Mando from the very beginning.
Yeah, and I almost feel like Mando was gonna be this show where a lot of this stuff built together, and I almost feel like that's a different show, and that they're just gonna wrap Mando up or, like, wrap that story up with, like, Grogu and Mando and, like, place him in an interesting spot,
Mhm.
and then maybe do the Thrawn stuff in, like, just Ahsoka or just a Luke show or, like, or Luke and Ahsoka or something.
Yeah.
Because it feels at this point that the trajectory of unless Moff Gideon is connected to Thrawn, I see no reason why these stories how these stories fit together, you know? Like,
He's gotta be connected somehow. I mean, I think w
yeah,
you
I
think it was
guess I
Thrawn?
can hope.
You think it was Thrawn, the, Carson Teva guy was talking about? Or do you
I
think it was
do
Snoke or First Order?
it could be Snoke. Like, that's the other thing,
Yeah,
is that if what we think
probably
is
is.
happening, yeah, it's probably Snoke, but is it also Thrawn or is this really truly just a division? Because like
Well,
the other aspect of this is like the new beyond, right? Because it's really weird. Like the new beyond is it's so isolated even by the nature of it.
yeah.
So Thrawn, can he really be pulling all of these strings with like Gideon, Snoke, and all these other things while he's out there dealing with witch magic and stuff? Like, I mean, I guess he could, but I don't know. It almost feels like like Gideon and First Order is where Mando's going to build to, and then Thrawn's going to be like more of an Ahsoka thing at this point.
What would you say if they gave Thrawn magical powers? All of a
Dude,
sudden, he's a
that's
mage and he like knows how to do some sorcerer shit.
right. Well, that's I don't know. That's a really interesting question because I honestly don't know that I would face value hate it. But here's the problem: is that a lot of why Thrawn is cool is that he doesn't have any of that. Like it's almost like a Batman effect. Like, dude,
Yeah,
don't get me
sort of.
wrong. It's cool when you give Batman some powers every once in a while. But
Yeah,
one of the reasons Batman's cool is that he doesn't have the powers, and yet he uses intellect. He uses all these other things to his
yeah,
advantage. So it almost would retract away from some of Thrawn's coolness. It's almost better if he uses all of the people that have those abilities and he just, sits back and calculates.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind him being a little more like evil though, like maybe being a little bit more deranged, more like
Calculating.
yeah, well even like straight up evil, like doing because at in the new books, they really depict Thrawn as more likable, bro. You know?
Yeah, he's much more soft, and but in Heir to the Empire, he was a little more
Yeah, he's more
Spock-like.
intimidating and crazy, and yeah, he definitely Spock
No
like.
emotion. Yeah,
Yeah, but they've made him more. Yeah, I mean his crew loves him. There are people in the Empire that like, and they really humanize him in a lot of ways in the book. So, but I actually would think he would be good as a villain. He's just got to go there. He's just got to be really villainous.
yeah. We'll see what they do. I don't know.
Yeah.
The big bad could be Thrawn. It could be a dark Jedi that they want to throw in there. I mean, they did mention Snoke had another apprentice besides Kylo, but I think it's probably going to be Snoke because at this time they need to incorporate the whole Snoke trying to reach out to Ben thing because Ben's like what 3 something.
That's a good point. This would be around the time that Ben, because well, first of all, the way
Like
that
a
it's
few years
explained
from
in the
now, I guess.
books is like Ben's pretty much always been being like even before he was born, because Leia like describes this darkness hovering over her when she's pregnant. So it's assumed that Snoke and actually Palpatine was kind of like lurking over Ben his whole life. But I think it's when he's 8 years old that he's sent to go train with Luke. But I could be wrong. It could be much earlier. And to be honest with you, at this point, I don't even think they care. Like as far as canon is concerned,
Nah,
right?
bro.
Especially if it's Dave. If Dave's handling it, he's gonna be like, you know how old he was? How old I say?
He
And
was
like that's it.
2. He was in the womb. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
why was Leia saying that Snoke has been around him for a while? It's like, why would you guys let that weirdo around your son?
Yeah, I know they explore this a little bit in the comics, right? Because there's like an arc where like Snoke looks like a druid or something, and he's
Mm.
something of a mentor. And I guess Luke like meets him when they're out, and then yeah, I'm not even super clear on it. I don't even think they know, bro. How much you want to bet
I
that
stopped reading those
when
comics.
yeah, of course. I think a lot of us did, but I think like how much you want to bet a lot of the people, especially those people that were doing those comics, were completely sidelined by JJ being like, "Oh, you know what? Like Snoke is just Palpatine." Like at the end, he's like, "No, he was just created by Palpatine." Like I guarantee
Yeah.
you, a lot of people that were doing the quote unquote legwork of like developing Snoke felt like that was a slap in the face.
Yeah. There were
They
some
got
cool
to.
scenes in the comics where he was training Kylo. I like those, but then it just got kind of, I don't know, strange.
Well, it's hard to like put it together with the Rise thing. So it's like, yeah, he was this dude and he was helping Kylo. Does that mean that he was ever free willed? Was he free willed that just served the Emperor? Right? Like it's kind of weird. We don't.
Yeah, or
He's
was he literally mind controlled the whole time?
like yeah, right. Like the entire time. Like it's weird because there's really no clarity on this. And Palpatine changing his voice in Rise of Skywalker to sound like Vader, to sound like Snoke, Just, that's weird because it makes you think, oh, he's literally been going into Kylo's head, pretending to be Vader when Kylo thinks he's talking to Vader, pretending to be Snoke when he's talking to Snoke. So Palpatine's literally just been tormenting this dude
You know
since
what?
birth.
It doesn't even make sense because if he was going in Kylo's head trying to sound like Vader, wouldn't Kylo be smart enough to realize, like, yo, why do you still sound mechanical?
I mean, maybe it's hard to say because like it seems like Kylo's a fanboy, right? Of course, of his grandfather. And I guess the big question is, did Luke didn't why like shouldn't have Luke told him like that he was redeemed at the end? And then if that was the case, then yes, Kylo should be suspicious. If he had proper training, bro, yeah, he should have spotted it and been suspicious of it.
Bro, you know what
Um,
doesn't even make sense is that Luke and Anakin have been talking so much after Return of the Jedi with all their new material that they created in the comics and the books or whatever. Was it the Shadow of the Sith? What they create
right.
that book
Hmm.
where like Anakin literally like force teleports Luke out of some bad scenario or something?
Yeah.
And don't you think he would have shown up to his nephew, to
Yeah.
Luke's
Oh,
nephew, to his own
100%.
grandson, be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to be like super optimistic, but technically speaking, now with Hayden back and with maybe more intelligent people behind the creation like John and Dave, it's actually possible that some of that could still happen, and could be corrected, even if it's a flashback or if it's a show that takes place in a prior time or something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
ultimately, yes, I wish that it was in the movies, 100%. And if Ryan, by the way, Ryan did all this like stuff that he thought was, mind blowing with like Luke projecting and, doing all that stuff. Can you imagine if fucking Anakin Skywalker had teleported Luke out of some like in episode 7, we're in the theater and fucking Anakin Skywalker as a force ghost like teleports them out of danger. Like, bro, like that
Would
would
have
have
lost my
been
mind.
mind
I
blowing.
would have been down for it. That would
Yeah.
have been cool.
So why didn't he do like, some stuff like
Bro,
that?
why
Like
didn't they do a
incorporate
lot of
that
stuff? I don't know.
flavor. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But it could be cool if maybe we got some more of that stuff because even the Ahsoka stuff with Anakin, I mean, there's a lot we don't know. I know World Between Worlds is a big part of it, but I wonder if there's more. I wonder, it's Dave. He could go really weird with it. So
Do you think do you think Dave would do something as daring as just letting us see a glimpse of a portal where Luke isn't Jake Skywalker? Do you think he
man,
would
that
go
would
that
be
far? Like
so
she's
cool.
walking by a
Yeah,
portal and you
yeah,
just
yeah.
see Luke like cutting down Snoke or something like a different reality.
Ah, man, that would be so cool. Yeah,
I mean,
I've never really,
if she's going to fight Anakin on Mustafar or talk to Anakin on Mustafar, I mean, like, there's
yeah.
different scenarios where she could, I don't know.
I'm sure there's a way to maybe accomplish what you're asking, but it would probably have to feel relevant to Ahsoka or to Destiny. Like
Okay,
the only thing, yeah, yeah,
here's
yeah,
how.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
At the end of Rise of Skywalker, here's how you do it. At the end of Rise of Skywalker, you hear Ahsoka's voice. What if that voice is just her seeing Rey through a portal
Mm,
and trying to talk to her through the portal?
bro, look, that people would love that, and that would be crazy for
And then
sure.
she
But then,
moves on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, first of all, that could work either way, or would even without implying a retcon or whatever, like that could absolutely play because
Yeah.
it does seem like because Dave said she's not necessarily dead and she's speaking
Yeah.
through something. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, man. That could be awesome. I was even thinking of like a scenario where Anakin's redeemed by Luke sooner and he doesn't die, and like a good version of Vader and Luke, and then maybe a potential different sequel that happens after that. You know what I mean? With like Kylo turning or something like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of
Hmm.
ways they could go with that, but I think it seems like the idea of that scene is that no matter what little things you change, certain things will always happen, like Anakin's turn, um, like her being brought out to the new
Yeah.
beyond or something like that. So like you'd have to work it into that sort of frame for the scene. But dude, it would be hella fun for the fans
Yeah,
to see.
yeah, it'd be cool. There's
Yeah.
a lot of different things they could do.
Yeah. I will say you said something interesting. You were like, would you think Dave would be as so bold to do it? I'll tell you, like, even without you finishing the sentence, I was just like, yes. Because that's the one thing about Dave is that he is bold. In my opinion, very bold. Not always in a like brilliant way. Because
Oh,
there are some things in Rebels that are like really weird. And like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know about that. Even to a degree, the Purgle are really weird. The World Between World is really weird, you know? Um, but he is bold. And that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about Ahsoka is that I don't think Dave feels a responsibility to like emulate or copy George in the sense of copying George's stories. But I think that Dave feels an obligation to mirror the spirit of George, which was always trying to take chances and be bold and go for it and show us something new. You know what I mean? Like it's a very it reminds me of James Cameron. Like Cameron has that same energy where he's like, I want to do something new. I want to shock the audience. I want to,
yeah,
I want to be bold. And I
yeah.
think Dave has that energy too. So
I
I'm
just
really interested to see what he does.
I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would do anything with the sequel trilogy because he knows it would just cause like a massive shitstorm if he changed. I mean, I'm surprised they changed as much as they did in Episode 9. You know, retconning as much as they did for Episode 8.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I don't know.
But they did give us actual Luke Skywalker again.
Yeah.
And there is something to be said for even if, let's say, some of the rumors are true and like Lucasfilm doesn't want necessarily to elevate Luke Skywalker for whatever reason, right?
What? No
Um,
way.
yeah.
Why would they do that?
So if that were the case, and then Dave and John were just like, no, like we've got to do this thing, you'd have to assume that they're going through some level of pushback or at least some level of questioning it, right? Because from like Kathy's
Mm,
perspective, I can imagine her being like, you want to do Luke and you're going to do him in this way? Are you just doing this to make my version of Luke look shitty? You know what I mean? Or something to that degree. So the very fact that they even did it, I don't know, maybe, and then John had that line where he said, you have to hear the audience. You have to feel it's a two-way street. And he was talking about like doing stand-up. And he was like, yeah, you've got to like read the room and like kind of give the
yeah.
people what they want. And I felt like he was talking about Luke when he was saying that. So maybe,
Yeah.
man.
There's a level that goes beyond giving people what they want, where it's you're not focused on story anymore, and you're just doing fan service.
That's true.
Fan service, I say with quotations. Um, so there's really a fine line of telling the story, and I think George really played on that line perfectly because he knew his story, right? But
Yeah.
it's like now we're all just trying to emulate George and adapt our version of his story to the original story, which is it's never going to be as authentic as if the creator actually made it. So I think the closest we can get is Dave Filoni and John Favreau. But beyond that, I don't think there should be any other, let's say, writers when it comes to making major decisions in Star Wars. I think people being hired to write stories is acceptable, but I think overall, Dave and John need to oversee all of the major choices and the canon decisions that are changed or made
Yeah.
with those scripts. So we
I
could
think
have
that's,
avoided so many things. We could have avoided so many
yeah.
things with the sequel trilogy, and I mean, Daisy Ridley even came out with another article today or yesterday where she's talking again about how she had no idea that Palpatine was, that she was a Palpatine, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I find it pretty interesting that she's,
candid.
chiming back in on that
Hmm.
conversation again because I mean, look, obviously it's a whole thing and, there'll be people in chat freaking out and, it is what it is. But
Freak out,
yeah,
freak out,
hey, freak out, do
freak
your
out,
thing, man. It's fandom,
freak out.
be a fan, be a
Dun,
fan.
dun, dun,
But I
dun,
think that there's something to be
dun.
said for like her also being at the center of this big thing and maybe years later realizing like, yo, they didn't do me right. Like they didn't set me up right.
I think she
You
realizes
know
that
what I mean? For sure. Exactly. I get that sense from like
because she
the
said she's
comments.
looking for work.
She did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I
I
mean,
yeah.
and she also said that, "Look, I don't know, it's above my pay grade," when she was talking about Palpatine and who Snoke was and who Ray was and all this stuff. She said it's above my pay grade. I just get the lines and I read and I say them. That's it. So,
Mhm.
the amount of hate that the poor girl got
Mhm.
wasn't right. The character was, yeah, it wasn't written properly. There wasn't enough
Right.
care into that character, as well as with Finn and every other character in the sequel trilogy, including Luke.
Yeah.
So, why should she have to pay for that? And I think perhaps with this new sequel trilogy thing that they're trying to make, maybe it will actually make things right,
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And
Well, there's a
and
little bit of hope because Dave is apparently involved, at least in the room. So, from what we know of the next movie, the Lindelof movie, Damon Lindelof is a big high profile writer. So you don't bring a guy like that on unless like you want him to do his thing. But it does comfort me that Dave is like in that room and like helping to craft some of those ideas and make sure
yeah,
that they're gonna, be fine. But I'll
yeah.
tell you this 100%, man. I would love for the character of Ray to get more justice in whatever this next story is, to make good use of that character and to even possibly develop or imply development of that character, because I think it's true that like a lot of the stuff that went wrong with that character had nothing to do with Daisy. And I even think there were good writers that, and I don't necessarily think JJ is a good writer, right? But there were good writers that were involved in that process that I think maybe just were missing, like they weren't doing the right thing to that character, and there was something else going on, right? Where they were like trying to protect that character. They didn't want to have that character struggle or whatever. And it's like literally breaking 101 writer rules.
Mhm.
And it's like, damn, like I don't even think that was necessarily done intentionally, but somebody should have been an adult in the room and just been like, "What do you mean? Without struggle, nobody's gonna relate to this fucking character, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, you need to have her struggle." Um, and I would hope that Dave is one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah, you'd hope
understanding
so.
what that is. So yeah, look, I'm open to it. They have their work cut out for them, though. As you know, this fandom
Yeah.
will be.
How do we take this steaming pile of hunking crap and turn it into something that looks like George Lucas's Star Wars and continues the story and actually is able to formulate a a sentence that people can
Mhm.
understand? Because right now the sequel trilogy is so dismembered and all over the place, it just doesn't look right.
No, not at
It's
all.
it's it's like a puzzle that's been scrambled.
Yeah,
And I'm
and then
looking at
there's
this
like,
thing, I'm like, "Is that a head over there? What is that? Is
yeah,
that why is there a leg over there? What is this picture I'm looking at? Why is everything so why is this one this way and then the ninth one is saying all this stuff didn't exist, it doesn't matter anymore, and then the
it's like putting three different puzzles together and trying to make it seem like one
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, hopefully Dave can salvage it going forwards with their new sequel trilogy thing, or
Yeah,
whatever they
yeah.
wanna do. Is it a show or a movie?
No, it's gonna be a movie. I don't know that it's gonna be a trilogy though. I'm kind of getting a sense that it's that they're gonna do a couple of one-offs that are like loosely connected. I really don't know
Mhm.
for sure, but that's kind of the sense I get from just what people are saying. But yeah, it definitely seems like it's sequel trilogy, but they're not gonna be the lead. So like Ray's not gonna be the lead and Poe's not gonna be the lead. Um, but I think they will show up. You know what I mean? I think they
Yeah.
will be referenced
Maybe they'll
and,
be old.
I mean, they'll probably be older, but I doubt they're gonna like age them up like crazy. I think it's gonna take place as the new Republic is being rebuilt, after Palpatine's finally really for sure this time done.
I don't know, bro. They wrote something in that book that he can come back,
I know,
so
I know, right? So yeah, we'll see. Look, here's my only there's optimism, there's pessimism. There's pessimism because it's Lucasfilm, it's sequels, you know what I mean? It's like, but there's optimism because Dave's there, and there's optimism because Lindelof's talented, and they also know this doesn't mean that they can fix it, but they also know that they need to nail this. They know, like, remember that article where it was the
oh, they can't
Puck
fail.
article? Yeah, they know, bro. Like the word is out there, like This shit has to pop. And strange that they would bet it all on sequel, but they're going to go. They're going to go hard core for it. So
I'd hope so. We'll see.
yeah.
In the words of Snoke, we shall see.
You know what's so salty, bro? I'm so salty about Last Jedi in that sense because he was badass at the beginning
he
of
was
that
really
movie,
cool.
dude. And then
He
he
was really cool.
blasted the lightning off the thing, and then
he was dope. Then they kill Phasma.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Yeah, let's talk about the Mandalorian. Oh, actually, I did want to throw this at you. So it's kind of an interesting thing that maybe you didn't see. Came out just a couple of days ago. So obviously, Respawn makes Jedi Survivor, but apparently, it's possible that they're doing a new Star Wars FPS as well that will likely have multiplayer components and be on Unreal Engine
FPS?
5. Yeah. So what do you think of that?
That'd be really cool. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I wonder if it would be like Apex, because they also do Apex, right? So I wonder if it would be like a
Right.
battle royale or like a looter shooter. You know what I mean? Something like that.
What else do they do?
I think most famously they did the Titanfall games, unless I'm mistaken.
Respawn,
So they
right?
did, yeah, Respawn. So they did the Titanfall games back in the day. Then they did Apex. Then they did Jedi Fallen Order. But Apex is like, dude, Apex is like huge. It's crazy. It came out of nowhere and it's still like top 3 BRs to this day. A lot of people
Really?
still play it. Yeah, for sure. It's I've actually been thinking about going back to it just because of the state that Warzone 2's in.
Yeah, Resurgence coming out in 3 weeks.
Yeah. And I actually like that DMZ mode, so I'm kind of excited for that map to pop up in DMZ.
Yeah.
It's a mode in the new Call of Duty that's more like Tarkov, where like if you die, you lose all the stuff you have on you. And you go in, you like try to get guns and keys to open up like loot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool.
The Void Below. Thank you, dude. The Void Below just turned 15 and he got his first debit card. So he says, I wanted to give you a small dono to my 2 favorite YouTubers, Theory and Josh. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you. We appreciate that.
That's really cool. I appreciate it.
Your bank's going to be like, what did you...
I know, right? That's cool, though. I like the picture, too.
Yeah, it's neat. Is it like an AI thing, or did an artist do that?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. That you're gonna have to ask that more and more as time goes on. Star Wars Sith says, "What's up, boys? Hope all is well." So I started my YouTube podcast a few weeks ago called Sith Talk. Having a blast so far. Gonna have Hannah on this week. The boy Isaac on next week. Took a lot of inspiration from you guys. That's awesome.
Cool. That's great, man.
Hitting the rounds of the community, the prominent community members.
Yeah.
I started following Isaac on Twitter, so I see him a lot on Twitter now.
I was thinking of getting my Twitter back.
Thinking about it, huh?
I don't know. I had like 160,000 followers. I don't want to start from zero.
That's
again.
a lot of followers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, dude, look, I'm telling you, I like Twitter a lot. And one of the things that's been very positive for me is just ignoring a lot of people. Like,
yeah, but people aren't headhunting you all the time and twisting your words.
No, not all the time. No, not all the time. But I have.
Oh my God, he breathed.
Moments. Yeah, for sure. But I think it kind of depends, man. Like, I find Twitter to be very engaging, but I also know, like, I've also had bad experiences. Like, so the James Gunn thing, the first day that happened was crazy and was a little much. You know what I mean? But then, like, rolling out from that after that, like, things were chill, even though they were crazy. So I imagine like you'd have a lot of feedback coming on you.
Well, let's just say this: I trend on Twitter without having Twitter.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I remember when I used to have it, and I'd say something, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you guys? You guys are idiots."
The trouble is, bro, you gotta try to. I mean, look, you do what you do, but I would just suggest maybe not replying to some of these things and like getting in there and doing that. Because at one point, I think you had that attitude where you were like, "No more Mr. Nice Theory. I'm gonna, if they're gonna
Yeah,
say it, I'm gonna come
for
in there."
a bit I was going
Yeah,
in. I was spending like so much time on Twitter just
yeah,
answering fools and trolling.
right,
But I just remember being on that train in Switzerland, and we were passing this really beautiful scenic village. And I was on Twitter for a moment, and I just saw like a whole bunch of people just complaining, not to
sure,
me, just in general. And I just
right.
remember that moment, and I'm like, and I looked out the window, and I'm like, bro, this is life. What am I
Hmm.
doing? I just
Yeah,
deleted it. Yeah. See you later.
nothing, dude. Nothing wrong with that. It's funny. I was saying, and I know you've been doing some like fun AI stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I was tweeting about this today, where I was like, dude, I think honestly, I think it's going to get to the point where people spend a lot more time talking to an AI than
Mhm.
interacting on social media, because I think a lot of these platforms and also just search engines in general they've become they're like engagement hacks. They're just hacking our attention, getting us super pissed off so we like comment on shit. Um that stuff happened because of the algorithms, but especially like a closed loop language model AI, it's just talking to you. It has no desire to like keep you engaged. It has no desire to like do all the stuff that like humans do to try to like, dopamine hit and all that. So
Mm.
in some ways, man, I think we might get to a point where it's more interesting and actually better for you to have a conversation with an AI than to like go online looking for information, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And AIs don't have bad days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They're not gonna be being negative. You know what I mean? Like,
mm.
yeah.
I'm tired of people not acknowledging who the chosen one is. It's the one who brought balance, the greatest Jedi ever. It's obviously Rey Skywalker. Mm. Yes,
Dude, I
absolutely.
low key think
How do
Palpa
people not
memes
know this?
really does feel that way about Ray though. I think he like
He
legit.
does.
Yeah, I think. And hey, look, hey, more power to you, man.
Yeah,
That
like
would be
who the
like
hell am I?
being a Krillin fan, though. You know what I mean? Like a super Krillin fan, and being like, "Yo, Krillin's the one that's really
Hey,
the
bro,
strongest."
Krillin got the hottest wife. He's
That's
got a
true.
kid. He's like the strongest human on Earth. Okay,
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah,
he's Krillin's doing good, and he somehow got his hair back. So
true. I think he always had his hair. I think he shaved it.
defying all odds.
Yeah, that's
What's up,
a
showroom?
very generous super chat from Showroom Sabers. So thank you both for all you for the community and keeping Star Wars alive. Theory, thank you so much for getting me through the dark times in my life. Still haven't been able to catch you in the Insta DMs about the saber, but we will find a way. Much love.
Yeah, so Showroom wants a signed saber. So Showroom, I want to make it fair for everybody. So it'll be first come, first serve. If people sell it out and you're not one of the people who gets a saber, you'll have to get one in the next batch that we sell. We are getting very close to launching. The site is pretty much all done. We were just fixing up some credit card and PayPal info stuff so that when people do pay, it goes to my PayPal, so we can put it into the next batch that we want to make. Um, so I think if you get one and you want me to sign one, then we can discuss further. But beyond that, I don't think it would be fair for me to just hold one off for you when there's so many other people that want to get one too. Now that being said, one of the 30 I will have, so we can always discuss that at a later time. But for now, yeah, that one's mine. So just keep that in mind.
You.
Hey
Soren
boys.
Exon. Oh, sorry. The show's amazing, but I feel like you implemented fun segments after you talk about news. It would take the show to the next level. Do the news, fun segments, and then super chats. We almost gamed tonight. We were talking about it a little bit, and if
Mm.
I had Empire of War and maybe I was like familiar with it, we maybe would have done that. But yeah, I mean, we could always think of some kind of fun, interesting things to do with you. But sometimes we just kind of want to shoot the shit.
Yeah, we want to shoot the shit, just hang out.
Chat it up. Ron says the Waffle House has found its new host. I don't know what that means. I feel like I've seen Waffle House memes.
I don't know.
Do you understand this meme?
I don't.
I've
this a
seen
few
this
times.
before, but
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too. Yeah,
understand it.
I don't
Yeah.
know either. Yeah, must be a new
God,
thing.
we're getting old, bro.
Boys, happy Monday. If there were another standalone Star Wars movie, what would you want it to be? Palpatine, peace, love, and freedom. Thanks, Drive with Dre.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, something about
Rims.
Palp, like the Young Palp project would be great, and do it like
Yeah.
horror film style. Like bring on like a horror film director or something, or like Del Toro, bro. Like doing a Young Palpatine, dude. That'd be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What's up,
What
boys?
up,
It's
boys?
Mike. Been a while. My channel has been growing like crazy. Have you heard Daisy Ridley talking Star Wars a lot lately? Much
Mhm.
love. I'm happy to hear about your channel, man. Yeah, so I was gonna make a video probably tomorrow or the next day about that.
Yeah, I think you're
Abu
gonna see her
Fat.
talking more. I think yeah, I think it's just a normal PR strategy. You're gonna hear her start talking about that a lot more. She just did a big movie too that's at Sundance, like a little indie thing. So
Hmm.
people are kind of hyped on it. So Jen says, watch Bleach yet? And did you get the beer, Josh? Jens, I am so sorry, man. Can you email me, brother? Because I know you messaged me via the website. And I'm incredibly bad at getting back to people no matter what. But that is like a lot of hoops. If you could just email me at thedenofnerds@gmail.com, man, I'll try to get back to you on that.
Super gonked right now, says Craig. I have a theory. Disney requires its employees watching that for every super chat against Andor, the D employees have to send 3 super chats supporting Andor. It's very
That is an
possible. Taylor.
interesting theory. Yeah, I don't
Very
know.
possible. You never know.
Nacho says, yo, it's finally able to make it. Super psyched for the Sabres theory. Also, I think Cody is dead because Rampart says Cody has gone AWOL and then says it's weird how all the clones keep disappearing with an odd grin on his face. You think they capped him?
No.
Gave him a 2-piece? Pow, pow.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
Let's test it.
Yeah, Chris,
Answer.
poo poo pee pee, not Star Wars. Now we wait for the Disney supers.
Yeah, let's see.
That was half an hour ago he sent that, so you
Arif
had a look
Weta?
at I have not.
What is that? Arif Weta?
I'm not sure.
So like an anime or
It's
something?
a manga. Yeah, it's anime, yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Mandalorian season 3, but I don't want to set myself up for disappointment like I was with the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Bro, Derek, I hear you, man, but I honestly think that's not on us. Like, I feel like fans are supposed to get hyped up and excited for the next fan thing. So I get where you're coming from, but like my strategy on this has always been get incredibly hyped up, think it's going to be the best thing ever, and then be ruthlessly critical of it when it actually comes out if it doesn't meet your expectations. So I think that's fan,
I don't think he was blaming us, was he?
No. I'm saying he's saying he doesn't want to get hyped up because he doesn't want to be disappointed. What I'm saying is if you're that's normal. Like if they make a bad show, then you're gonna be disappointed no matter what. So like get excited.
Just became a father the other day. Congratulations, Mr. William. Hope he's healthy or she. There will be some sleepless nights ahead. Now I can watch you guys from Norway at night. Oh, it's cool. It's night here now. Sweet.
Nice. That's cool, man. Good luck. It's a crazy journey you're about to go on.
Chat, I got 2 new puppies. And they come two. And they come in a couple weeks. So I'll show you guys. 2 baby German shepherds.
Yeah.
So
man.
now my husband
They're pretty
has,
cute, but they're gonna be a handful for you, man.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
You gonna bring them on stream?
Yeah, I'll bring them on stream.
Nice.
Hey,
Good to see you both. Theory and Josh, how you out there? Oh, dude, doing good, man. Bro, I'm getting to that age where a good night's sleep. Like I slept so well last night that like I've been buzzing all day, man. I feel great.
Oh, good.
Like, just from getting sleep.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Excited for Mando watch parties. I doubt it could be. I doubt it, but could there be any Mandalorians left? And would they show? Yeah, I think the armor is a Mandalorian.
Yeah, and I think Gideon could have some connection to them as well. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Do you guys have a favorite Star Wars Lego set?
No, I'm not really a Lego guy, to be honest.
I really like the Imperial Star Destroyer that I built a while ago. You guys remember that video? Spam 1 if you remember that video. What's up, boys? Glad our favorite podcast duo is back this week. Much love. What's up, Alex? How you doing, man?
What up, bro?
Thanks for joining the God of War. Shout out to everyone who joined the God of War stream last night. We ended the game. It was beautiful. We still have a lot to do. So make sure to go to my gaming channel on Theories Arcade if you want to partake in that.
Yeah. Theory and Josh, these streams are dope, and I've been enjoying the depth of the conversations. May the force be with you, my dudes. Hey, thank you so much, man. I really
Thanks,
appreciate
thanks,
that.
Z.
Really
Forcing Grogu
appreciate
back feels somewhat money oriented. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they knew that there just wouldn't be as much of an engagement if they did it without him.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I hope that I just hope it has some depth to it. That's all. What if Cody was taken for the reconditioning, turned into a Phase Zero Dark Trooper like that legend rumor in a fight against the Bad Batch? His helm breaks. Crosshair sees that, and that's the moment he turns. I kind of like that. I mean,
It's not bad,
yeah, it's not bad.
but I don't want that for. I would like it if
I mean,
he
yeah,
just
no,
branched off and did his own thing.
yeah. Y'all really need to watch The Last of Us, even if you don't like part two. The series is next level. The caretaking is insane. HBO always putting everything to shame. Much love. It's good. Did you check it out at all?
I didn't know. After The Last of Us 2, I just really don't want to support the game.
Oh, so it like really, you really
Yeah,
didn't.
so I'm a firm believer in voting with my wallet. Really, really firm believer. So
I never played them, so I have like no. It's all so foreign to me. Like I sort of tendentially know what that's about and like why people were mad, like the golf club, everything,
mm.
But I just because I have no attachment to it, I'm just like
Oh,
whatever.
okay. I do. The
But
first game was one of the most beautiful games
okay,
I've
right.
played. Yeah, I remember I
So
played
it
it
was
when it
like,
first came out, and before streaming, before I was streaming, I just played the crap out of the game and finished it. Uh, Amazing game, beautiful game. I remember still
mhm.
sitting. I was sitting in my chair and I finished it, and it was just very, very emotional game. And then the second one came out, and I streamed that one, and it just was not the same. Let me say that
Hmm.
much.
Hmm. Yeah, people keep trying to get me to check it out. I just don't want to be sad. And I know
The
like
show?
the show's apparently really sad,
Sad?
bro. Yeah, dude. Like, just like it's people are talking about how much they're like crying watching it and stuff. And like, I literally watched. I put it on the other night because like people in my chat were like giving me shit about it.
Hmm.
I watched the like intro, which was kind of interesting. The dude's like talking about the fungus and everything. And then it opens up on the shot that I just assume is like Pedro's daughter before all the shit hits the fan. And I'm like, oh, so now we're gonna have to watch her brutally die and Pedro be a mess. And I just was like, nah, like I just don't want to go through that right now. I was like, I'd rather watch Bob's Burgers,
Hmm.
to be
I have no doubt
honest.
the show is good because the first game was amazing. It's just
Hmm.
like amazing, amazing game. But just the way they handled the second one with Joel, I'm like, you guys are a bunch of
Yeah, and
not
then that
funny.
Neil Druckmann guy, he's like really
Seems like an
I mean, I don't
asshole.
yeah, he kind of seems like an asshole. Yeah.
Seems
And
like
like
the
he
way he
was
talks to people,
yeah.
way he talks to fans or fans of the game,
Well, yeah, because he basically
regardless of
said
what they're
if you don't
saying.
like this, you're not a real fan or something to that effect, right?
You're some like like dude, come on.
It's a bad move, bro.
Come
Like
on.
I don't know how many times we have to say this, like, and how many times these people step in it. But like, you can do it. You can be bold. You can do your shit, like But just don't
So
take offense when people don't like it. You know what I mean?
what
Like, you
and
just
it was for
got
good
to
reason.
take that with grace.
Dude, Last of Us 2, and sorry if this is spoiling the game for anybody, but it's been out for years. It's literally like you spend all of God of War playing as Kratos and, you know, being enthralled in the journey of these characters. God of War 5, within the first like 10 minutes, let's say Kratos gets brutally killed and murdered
Right.
by a bunch of random dudes that have no relevancy to the prior story or anything like that.
Hmm.
And like brutally, just he's dead.
Does it serve any purpose? Like, is he saving her by like getting killed or no?
It doesn't really serve a purpose at all, no.
Hmm. Well, that's stupid as
Yeah.
hell. why,
Yeah.
why would they do that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
To maybe subvert expectations, perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah. What up, guys? Hype from Mando 3. Watched your God of War streams. I platinumed it a few weeks ago. What if Leia still had the slave outfit for Han's benefit? She probably does.
Bow chicka bow wow. First super wanted to say something cool, but gonk.
What's up, Dave?
Well done, Dave. TBH, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this KOTOR remake. That's the real future Star Wars for me. Yeah, unfortunately, that's I think you got some time. I think you got some time to wait.
Love the wardrobe today. Do a spin for me, Josh. Creepy.
For like
Creepy.
$2 a barricade? I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
so.
no thanks, bro. Grogu leaving Luke takes away emotional weight of season 2. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
They're gonna have
100%.
to make up some ground for sure. Wonder what's going to happen to the dark saber in Mando 3. There's a theory on who the true owner of the saber is. Big dono incoming. Oh snap! Yo, by the way, did you see some people think that helmet he picks up is Tar Vizsla's?
No.
If you look at the, let me see if I can pull this image up for you. If you look at the shadow thing, that remember that like
Yeah, I don't think
shadow
it
thing.
is.
I mean, probably not. But here, look. I just want to show you because it's kind of fun.
Tars was much more thin and long.
Well,
Eh?
that could be the stylized.
Eh?
That could be the style of the animation too, making it look different. So this is the one in the trailer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no. It's probably just a dead Mandalorian
yeah, probably. But what do you think, chat? Tar Vizsla confirmed? Like,
from
what do you think?
when the Empire was destroying the planet.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, but let's go for the club shitto though. Josh, I asked you what air was, and you hyped me up enough to make me get an audible sub with Theory Link, of course, to listen to the book. Loved it so far. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I think it's like a full cast, isn't it? At this point, they've done if it's not full cast, the guy that does the voices is incredible because I remember listening to it and being like, "This is great."
Wait, they redid it?
Either they redid it or when it was done, it was great because I listened to it just a couple of years ago again, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Oh shit, they might have redone it. Damn. Crazy. Just want to say love and appreciate you guys have helped me through some tough life experiences. Just keeping me entertained and invested in what you guys have to say. I really hope Mando season 3 slaps and Ahsoka. We need it. What's up, Hayden?
So, man,
I'm loving the sweater,
you're doing
dude.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing great. And
Yeah.
also, I think we're gonna get some dubs, man. I think we're getting some much needed dubs. The real mystery is what happens next. But for now, let's just enjoy these dubs. And
Well,
have
let's
a
just
good
say this. I
2023.
got a few people that know a few people at Lucasfilm. And they're saying that Ahsoka is next level. It is incomparable to any other Star Wars material that has ever been released by Disney.
Well, that just boner, dude. Let's go.
Like they're saying
go.
it's literally an experience. Like it's not
That's like exactly what I want.
not
man.
like
And if-
Kenobi or, anything like that
Yeah.
that was just like shoved out there and, interject Riva and all this crap.
right. Yeah.
It's legit.
Hopefully it is. And if it is, and if it's like, here's my hope. If it's so good that even some people that have like sort of long walked away or that are just really negative are like, this is kind of cool, then like Disney should go all in that and just give him everything.
It'll do that.
Well,
Mando, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but Ahsoka and with Ahsoka, I haven't asked for any spoilers. I'm like, don't tell me anything because I know some of the guys they know the whole show.
Yeah.
At least, who knows? There might be like a Luke scene that nobody knows about, like except for like John and one person. But apparently, it's going to be quite amazing of an experience.
Let's get it. I wish Disney would have Grogu remaining training with Luke, and then in the new movies they are planning, Ghost Luke tells Rey to find Master Grogu. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, because even him like leaving Luke does kind of make it weird as to how Grogu could even become connected with the Jedi later on.
No, don't do that.
You don't want to do that?
Oh,
you just want Grogu to be Grogu?
Connect everything to the sequel trilogy. Can we just like? Can some things just stay?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It seems like they're kind of going that way, but I know. Yeah, like I get it. But either way, it would be cooler to have Grogu. Like it's gonna be cooler with Grogu than not, probably. But
do you think Trench and Throne would be an unparable? Who's that? Also, Josh has everything with Luke, and I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. They're okay for now, although they were acting up a little bit ago. Sup, boys? Just started my last semester of college, and you guys helped me get through some stressful times these last few years. Thank you for the show and everything you guys do. I really appreciate that, Jaden. Thank you, man. And I'm glad you're getting through it.
Thank you, Vanderhorst. Theory, why did you cry over the Grogu name reveal back in season 2? It wasn't even a sad scene. Grogu name reveal back in season 2. I don't think
You
I
and
did,
Ahsoka says that? Yeah.
but
I don't think you did either, but I remember it's an emotional little scene.
if I did, then I was feeling the scene, bro. Like, it's very weird that you would remember that from over 2 years ago and then question me on it today.
Yeah, Crims.
Gatekeeping emotions.
Dude, it's freaking what's his face? Hidalgo!
It's Pablo, dude. Are you
It's
Pablo?
Pablo. It's Pablo, bro.
It's
He's like, your
Pablo, bro.
feelings aren't for sharing.
Bro, stop. I'm going to end your feelings being shared in 2023, Theory.
Yeah.
It's my goal. And then I'm going to put it as my header and I'm going to say, oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I was just supporting you. What up, beautiful people? Wondering what Legends content you recommend I start reading. Read all the Vader comics and the Obi Annie comics already. Did you read all the Dark Horse Vader comics? Those are pretty dope.
The Dark Horse books in general are all pretty cool. The Old Republic books were cool.
The Obi-Wan comics for the Dark Horse ones were really fun. I like those. What was it called? It was called Master and Apprentice or
No, I think it was
Apprentice. I don't know.
Yeah, I do remember they were like kind of smaller books, and I
They were
like
comics. They were full comics.
Oh, really? There was a series that I read with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon that was like those two when he was like a young apprentice. I forget what those were maybe young apprentice books. Those were awesome. They were definitely YA though.
If it really feels like Luke's return in season 2 was done behind KK's back, sending Grogu back in Luke's X-Wing alone was a big FU to the fans. She not happy. Yeah, probably.
Dude, these were the books. Jedi Apprentice, The Rising Force. Oh my god, yeah. Dude, I remember reading that. I loved that, bro.
What's up, Sand? Love you too, man.
The more they try to integrate the sequels into existing storyline, the less the sequels make sense. Make it make sense. I know it's tough.
Bro,
I'm not convinced that this is the right move on their part, but
do you realize that he pretty much has the same name as you?
Joshua Luke Jackson. Yeah, it's very similar, huh?
Except for the Jackson.
Yeah.
Weird.
Very similar. Are you a me from a different timeline?
Maybe he's just you, dude. Remembering when Star Wars made movies. Good time.
Yeah, those were good times. And I'm so curious to see how this next movie performs, dude.
Hey, chat, if you guys want to have a fun night, go watch Fanboys. We'll have a good time.
Ooh, that's a great movie, dude.
Great movie. Shout out to the little Fanboys team.
Yo, when the dude gets the Jar Jar tattoo on his whole back, dude.
Dude.
Oh my god.
And he was like so optimistic. Like, he's gonna be the coolest character.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah, that shit was brilliant, dude.
Yeah.
Aren't those Snoke clones in the episode 4 of season 2 in Mandalorian? Yeah, it seems like it. When they attack that Imperial base. Thanks for making Mondays fun. Enjoy both your stuff. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
yeah, and it does seem like that's connected to Snoke or the contingency. So back to Palpatine in some ways.
Probably. Would you guys want a movie set right before the prequels that lead directly into episode 1? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, again, that could be the Palpatine movie. You could do the Palpatine movie and then lead into him killing Plagueis and then rocking out on his own plan. Because isn't a lot of, at least from the book, which is technically not canon anymore, but Plagueis had the plan in motion to make Palpatine emperor. Because he thought a human as the emperor would be the easiest. Because that's
why they were getting into politics.
Yeah, right. So that was the plan, and Palpatine just usurps it and just takes over the plan. So you could do that. It would be perfect, bro. Just like that.
Chat, we have 2,600 people in the chat right now. Can we do two things? Everyone hit like right now, and then everyone in tandem, I want you to spam Riva.
Don't mess up the chat reading though. Isn't
Oh,
that gonna
it's gonna
isn't
mess it
that
up.
oh jeez.
Everyone just bludgeon the chat.
Riva. God, I was even thinking about that show earlier, and it's just making me so mad.
No, dude, it's the best show in the world.
Bruh.
Best show in the world.
Bruh.
Can someone buy Deborah Chow a gimbal, please?
Yeah.
You need to start a GoFundMe for Deborah Chow so she can get a gimbal.
I don't think she's coming back anytime soon, dude. Kind of sucks. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It's like on the one hand, I feel bad for her, but then it's like,
why'd you feel bad for her? She got paid millions of dollars probably to do literally the most important show that has ever come out under Disney's reign for Star Wars.
I feel like she got hung out to dry a little bit.
And the writer guy, Joby Harold.
Dude, Joby Harold's the real villain, bro. He's the real villain. And I mean, together, yeah, they screwed it up. But I imagine Deborah at one point was like looking at the stuff and being like, how do I make this compelling? Because some of the stuff she does is just like cheap tricks. And it just looks so low budget, right? Like the shaky camera. Like the shaky cam is essentially there to add a sense of like action drama. Exactly.
Yeah, like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I feel uneasy.
So
but
it feels like
really, I just need to put it into an editor and put like a stabilizer filter over it and be like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah, no, it's total shit. But I'm just saying, I think that maybe she's just making the best of like, I feel like that show was so undercut. I still can't believe that it wasn't given a better budget and more time. And
yeah,
like those are important characters. So like, I don't know, bro. Like on the one hand, I feel bad for her. On the other hand, I'm like, no.
I don't feel bad for anybody that gets paid millions of dollars to handle one of the most important Star Wars IPs ever and is part of destroying it.
Fair. I wonder why they didn't give that to but then again, she was the golden girl at the time, dude. Remember? Like her episodes of Mando are so
Her episodes of Mando were they were good, but they were under Dave's and John's writing. Who the hell is Joby Harold? Why would they hire this random nobody to come in there and write for Obi-Wan freaking Kenobi?
You know what I think it is, bro? Is that they already had the scripts, right? And so they were like, we just need somebody. We don't need a really good writer. We don't need a really expensive writer. We need a guy who's going to take this movie script and make it into television. And that's why they got Joby, because he's a television guy. They probably even heard around town, like, oh, he's the guy for that. He did this. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, no. Like,
you know what would have been dope?
What?
If they sat Ewan and Hayden down and been like, how would you guys want the story to go?
Yeah.
Just taking some ideas.
How has nobody asked them that?
Maybe they I don't know. Wasn't Ewan like a producer?
Yeah, but sometimes that's just
why didn't they hire Nick Gillard?
I don't know.
To do all the choreography.
I don't understand a lot of their decisions, brother. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes when you and I ask this question, what we're really asking is, why is this a pattern of ineptitude? Is there something going on that could explain this? Is it political? Is it like,
I don't know.
They don't like certain.
I think it's oversight.
I just don't understand it.
I think it's oversight, dude. I think it's just not. It's just being out of touch. I think it's just not understanding that you can't apply this cookie cutter formula of creating movies and shows like you do with perhaps other things to Star Wars, right? Look at Disney. They've been around for how long, making a lot of good movies, right? Like a lot of good animated. When I was a kid, I loved Disney. It was amazing. It was the best. You know, like Toy Story, freaking Mickey Mouse, all the stuff. In the 90s, Disney was popping, dude. Everyone remembers the Disney Channel. But I think they purchased Star Wars and they think that they can apply what they already know in regards to making films and shows to something that is a completely different beast. And I think they're just, quite frankly, watching everything crumble before them.
I mean, Disney's going to have a really
and
rough
then just
time
blaming it on YouTubers and toxic fans. It's like,
yeah, for sure, dude. Have you been following this thing with the board of directors for Disney and this like kind of soft
No, no, no.
takeover
Tell me
situation?
about it. Tell me about it.
So there's this group, I forget the name of the group, but the guy's name is something Nelson, okay? And he's done this before where he gets injected into a board seat. So essentially what happens is it's called investment activism. And so they have some position in the company.
Mm,
And so they'll come in with a proposal, as is their right. And the proposal is to vote in their policy or to vote in this guy to sit on the board and it help advise. And it's so I don't fully understand it, but my understanding is that this guy has done this before in a lot of other companies and actually helped to write a lot of ships. And I think it's sort of framed as like a more, you could say conservative, but it's really just back to business basics and practices like that. And so this has been happening for a couple of weeks now, and the board and every shareholder I think is going to have to vote on this. And like Disney is out here saying like these people are bad, like don't vote for it. We don't want them to like take this seat or whatever it is. But like to be honest, man, like I was looking at it, I was looking at their proposal, I looked at the website, I did like a little bit of like research and I was like, I say put them in. You know what I mean? Like put them in because like right now Disney is making a lot of boneheaded decisions, I think. And I think they've been making boneheaded decisions for a couple of years now.
I think
And
She-Hulk was the final straw.
oh, She-Hulk was buttholes, bro. But She-Hulk's also like way down the line. I mean, dude, they've done. I
Is it
thought them
canceled now?
getting.
Season 2
I don't
canceled?
know. I mean, I haven't heard that they would do a season two. They'll probably bring that character in a different way,
Yeah,
but I don't
sure.
know if they'll do like a second season of that. But I mean, Disney's when Bob Iger got brought back, right, the stock price kind of got back up over 100 for, like, the first time.
Yeah.
He did repair some damages to, like, China because he's now getting Marvel movies back in China. He did do some, like, fixing of, like, park situations and things like that. But I think at the end of the day, a lot of people think Disney's it kinda, like, goes into that woke situation thing where, like, they think either Disney's getting too involved in politics or they're not being as apolitical as maybe they should be just from a consumer perspective, right?
Mm.
So I think that I have always said I think there's truth in that narrative and that there is some things that are going on there and that they should sort of swing the pendulum back and recognize divided times, hot button political issues, etc. So it's an interesting time right now. I mean, I wonder what would happen if this guy got in there and like what changes you could see. He says he wants to keep Bob Iger as CEO for the next 2 years. But what's most important, I think, to them is that there's an actual good successionship that's set up. Because when Iger left the first time, he didn't really have like remember he left fast, bro. Like he basically saw what
Oh, he pieced out.
Shanghai happened. He basically saw what happened with the Rona in Shanghai and he fucking bailed quick, bro. Like that's just it is what it is. That's what happened. And then he's like softly remained on. He came back as chairman and all this other shit. And then now he's just back as CEO because Chapek wasn't the guy, bro. You know what I mean? So if they don't have like a strong visionary, somebody to take over the company and figure a way forward, it's going to be dangerous and bad, for all of these brands. And then Disney Plus has been such an interesting thing because sure, it's a success in some regard because it's got all these subscribers and it cash flows, but they're literally losing money. One of the things that was in the one of the reports that this group said was that they can't believe that Disney, with their high powered IP, has not been able to make like Disney Plus or streaming content that can compete with like Amazon and HBO. Like they straight up said that. And I'm like, that's kind of true, dude.
Don't they own HBO?
No, HBO is Warner Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? They can't compete with Warner?
Well, they're saying that some of Warner's shows, or maybe they said Netflix. Yeah, they probably said
Oh,
Netflix.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't think Warner shows, other than House of the Dragon, which did absolutely dominate everything Disney has done. The Last of Us is doing really well right now as well on HBO. But between
Oh,
like
that's
The
a
Last
Warner
of
thing
Us,
too?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So like if you think about it, House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, that's HBO, and those are massive. Uh, Amazon has had massive shows. Even the Lord of the Rings show, even though I didn't think it was that great, it did big numbers. Um, and of course, Netflix. Netflix crushes, dude. You
I
know,
think
Cobra Kai, Stranger
yeah.
Things.
I think Amazon's gonna be killing it very soon. God of War show coming out.
Hmm.
Invincible 2 trailer just
Hmm.
dropped.
Yeah,
Uh, they got a lot
they
of
can get
really
that
good projects.
Warhammer
The
going too.
Boys,
Yep, The
Warhammer.
Boys is huge. Yep.
I mean, they're doing good.
Yeah, they're very well positioned. They have some strong IPs. The Boys is such a big hit for them. You know, like it,
Oh,
it,
it's
it
one of
does
the best shows.
incredible numbers. Oh, it's great. Yeah. I don't even love the grossness, and I still think the show's like must watch.
Oh, it's
It's
hilarious.
great. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but that's the question, right? It's like you have Star Wars, bro. You have Marvel.
I know. I know.
How are
And you
none of your
still are
shows
yeah.
competing with that? And I think that's what they need to do is they need to do maybe 1 or 2 shows a year and make them HBO level. Make them that good. Um, and so I don't know, maybe this shakeup is at least a sign of them like we can get our shit together, you know?
Maybe, yeah. I would like to see an era where they're not focused on any sort of political spectrum whatsoever. They're not on the left or the right. Instead, they just tell fucking stories.
Yeah, 100%. I
That
think
would be nice.
right, a
Imagine
lot of us
that.
want that. Yeah,
Imagine
imagine
that.
that. I think there's all sorts of signs pointing at massive markets for such stories. Avatar is such a story. Top Gun is such a story. You know, big movies that
Mhm.
are succeeding. And even some of these other shows are really big and sort of apolitical. So
I still didn't see Avatar.
it's cool. It's a cool show, man, or it's a cool movie. And
You
I
think I
am
should stop
excited to
being
check out
weird
the
and,
next one.
go see it?
I'd wait for Disney Plus at this point. But you know what I mean? Because like
Oh, it's
honestly,
gonna
bro,
be on
uh,
Disney?
I'm excited. Yeah, yeah. Disney owns that shit now. So because they bought it through
Oh,
Fox when they got the
right.
Fox deal. Dude, I can't wait to see it on Disney Plus because I liked it in the theater, but I really want to see those colors pop with like the OLED and stuff. Dude, and it's a fun watch. And I think back to back, it's a fun watch with the first one. I still prefer the first one a little bit. But dude, I saw this really cool thing with Cameron talking to the director of RRR. Have you seen that at all? The Indian movie that blew up last year? Dude, you should check that out. I was pretty skeptical of it at first, but it's like a um almost like a Indian superhero movie about two dudes. One's in the British Army, one's Indian, you know, being occupied by the British. But it's hard to explain RRR because it's like almost Bollywood over the top, like comic book, right? But I watched this video today where James Cameron was talking to the director of that movie and just like really praising his work and like admiring his work. And the dude was just so psyched because it's like James freaking Cameron talking about him. It was a really feel good video. I know he said that wild shit about testosterone, but
Yeah.
I've always liked James. I've always found his interviews to be, you know, cool. Maybe he was just on one with that, bro.
I don't know, bro. Maybe he's just trying to save face, blaming his previous, actions on testosterone
Yeah.
and saying, "Now that I'm old and my test is 0,
Yeah.
I'm a lot more level-headed," and, which is actually quite the opposite, but anyways.
Yeah. Mhm.
What do you think about the reality where Ahsoka creates and trains Luke and Leia? Yeah, it's a fun
Could be
fan
cool.
fiction.
Yeah.
Quickly pee.
Gotcha. I feel like bringing Grogu back to Mando immediately is a cheap move to sell toys. The ending of season 2 was a good cliffhanger, and now it feels ruined. So I'll tell you this. Um, and I think this is actually why I'm over Grogu. I get so many Grogu things. Everybody that knows sort of what I do for a living, but like doesn't quite understand it or whatever, they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, oh, he makes videos about Star Wars, Baby Yoda, you know." And then they just so I have a ton of Baby Yoda shit. And when it comes to Liam, it's the same thing. There, everybody's just getting me Baby Yoda shit, and so I have more. I've seen that little dude's face more on like a daily basis, just walking around the house, then anyone needs to see a character like that. So, as far as a cheap move to sell toys, Grogu has been the most merchandised, the most commercialized, the most sold thing I've ever seen, not only for Star Wars, but for any singular piece of IP ever. Maybe Spider-Man is close because Spider-Man's everywhere and you see Spider-Man stuff all the time everywhere. But goddamn, that's a lot of Grogu. So I'm here. I'm with you there. I think the end of season 2 was great. I wouldn't necessarily mind what they did in Mando, but why you got to do that in a separate show in 2 episodes? And then when I come back to the show, I'm going to be interested to see how audiences feel about it, man, because I don't necessarily agree that it's a cheap move to sell toys, but it's probably a move to keep The Mandalorian as popular as it is. Because I think without Grogu, you would lose some people. You know, like a lot of normies just show up for Das Grogu. So what do you think, chat? I want to ask you guys, am I crazy or is anybody over Grogu? Any of y'all over him? Just curious.
Oh. Okay. What's up, Chaos Reaper? Hey, Theory and Josh. Do you think Grogu will speak in this season? Also, why is Grogu's species kept a secret or remain mysterious? George just wanted to do that. He thought it's a creature that comes and goes and is mystic. And let's
Dude,
be
I
real.
still
Something...
think it should be I think it should be Christopher Lloyd that does the voice.
Oh my god.
I still think I can't stop thinking about it ever since I said it.
You can't. You can't have it be a recognizable voice.
Mando, you get back in the Naboo Star Cruiser and go back to the future.
Well, no, because we've already heard him make noises, so it's got to be, on
Gotta
par
line
with
up
him
with
being
his
a little
Goo
kid.
Gagu.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
guess. Yeah, I guess. What if he sounds like Sid from Bad Batch?
What if he sounds like Sid from Toy Story?
That could work. That would be hilarious, dude. That would be hilarious. Yeah, see, everybody in chat said they're over Grogu pretty much, so.
What? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Theory, please stop letting Josh talk 90% of stream.
What? Is that true? I mean, I know I ramble, but...
I don't think so. Hey, man, if you got something to say, why am I going to interrupt you?
Yeah. Look, I know I can ramble. Sorry, Bo and Debbie Mulder. I guess I'll try to keep my stupid mouth shut just for you two.
Hold on. I just got to send Mark a message right now. I got an update regarding the
tell Mark
sabers.
to text me, too, because I don't have anybody's number anymore. I can't believe it.
I couldn't even want you to have the number. I think he probably doesn't. He hates you.
He probably does.
Sequel trilogy is awful, but Kylo Ren's really cool.
Yeah, he's super cool. Nerd Theory, wubba lubba dub dub. I'm Pickle Josh. Nice, dude. Hey, guys, if John and Dave are beginning to question the story decisions, why did they defend KK at Celebration? Dude.
Bro, look, are they going to stand up there and be like, yo, F this?
Dude, here's the thing. I do kind of get where she's coming from, though, because they didn't have to do what they did, particularly John. He was like, and we love Kathy. And he was emphatic about it. Like he was trying to leverage the vibe in the room and that everybody's excited. He wanted to just put that onto Kathy somehow, basically spill a little bit of goodwill over to her. And I did think it was a little weird. I was like, dude, what? You don't got to do all that. So. Is Ahsoka in the world between worlds, looks into a portal, sees Kathleen Kennedy, and replace her with Dave Filoni. Cue Star Wars throne room theme. That would be kind of wild, bro. They would do that in Robot Chicken now.
Christian has a question about his blacked out 6/6 hoodie he ordered, burning deep in his loincloth. Oh. Where?
I have no idea what's happening right now. I don't know.
Like, you mean in chat? Because I've sent off all the last order numbers to Spring, and they said they're handling it. So,
The deep in his loincloth thing makes
yeah,
me
last
think.
so 10 days ago I sent one off for Tyler Dowdy, who wanted his had a question on his order. But I mean, I haven't seen any Zachary Christian, I don't believe. So bring Gareth Edwards back. Rogue One was great.
Yeah, Gareth's cool, man. Gareth's cool. I think he likes Star Wars a little bit more than Tony. Oh, here's the big one he was talking about. Okay, so he says Maul, owner of the Darksaber, is beaten by Palpatine. Vader kills Palpatine. Vader dies, so the Darksaber goes to his oldest son, who is C-3PO. Babu Frick dismantles dude. Babu Frick claims the throne of Mandalore. Yo, have I ever showed you this theory? One of my greatest now Star Wars possessions.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, it's a big Babu. Hey. Best thing to come out of sequels. Let's get it.
Oh, he's trolling?
I thought so, maybe. The loincloth thing made me think he was trolling. Because he says deep in his loincloth. And I'm like, what is that about? And he even has the laughy face. I don't understand. Is this like a reference to something? I thought it was Kansas City Beef that always said the loincloth thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to help out whoever got a hoodie and has a question about it and didn't get one, but I didn't know what to do here because you're not really giving me much. By apprentices. Darth. Very nice.
I missed it.
Josh, please talk.
Please
this
talk.
episode started out amazing.
What are you talking about? Dude, I swear to God, they're just trying to troll us. It's like a ping pong game.
It's like Damon is risky AF. His stuff is very hit and miss. Who?
It's true. The Damon Lindelof guy, the main writer for the new movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he can be bold and crazy for sure.
Last of Us, following source material, perfectly hiring creator needs to be brought up. HBO is the best streaming service. Every show is amazing.
A lot of their shows are amazing, but a lot of them just got gutted too. Like, you ever watch Raised by Wolves, dude? It's so good. And not only is it not, dude, not only is it not continuing, I'm pretty sure they took it off HBO Max.
Yo, Darth Marth, I'm not going to open up your super chats anymore, bro. You got to change that profile picture. I'm going to get disowned by YouTube or something.
They have been really weird.
Also, I ain't feeling it, homie.
Yeah.
Just recently turned 15 and got my first debit card, so I just wanted to give you a small... Oh, dude, did he send that twice?
I hope not, because his debit card is gonna... his bank's gonna be super pissed. No, maybe it just jumped back or something. I don't know.
Okay, Darth
no, this is thing.
Yo,
he sent 15 last time. So I think he accidentally sent it twice.
No, he sent 10. He sent 10. He said he turned 15.
Did he send it? Oh, okay.
I think so. Or... No, I don't know. No. I brought this. No, this wasn't from the beginning. This is the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the same one. Okay, Darth Mar says, how would you feel about all these past OT shows to leading to a IWEG-like trilogy after Episode 6 showcasing more of this looming war with Thrawn? Luke really badly loses while Thrawn and co die off. First Order begins.
I mean, that'd be kind of interesting.
That would be kind of a cool segue. It's like, what? The first...
Dude.
Yeah, but then people would be pissed because then
Yeah, so this is the thing. I almost wish that Thrawn would leapfrog the sequels. Meaning, like, if he's going to be a threat, make him a threat now, and then he, like, gets banished away, and then he comes back again after the sequels or something. Because otherwise, like, Thrawn, the segue to Snoke? Like, I don't know. Like, that just doesn't feel right.
The sequel trilogy is just essentially a year. There's many things Dave can do with that to work around it and move past the year in Star Wars. Yeah.
That's true. And I've been trying to tell you that, RG. Jeez. XA says, I think it's totally missed opportunity if they don't have Luke take Grogu to Dagobah to see if they can unlock more memories connected to Yoda. But why would he be with Grogu now?
Yeah.
See, like that's the thing. That's why,
It would have been cool.
like the whole thing, the turn of him just coming back and now just being with Mando. It's like, because I like that idea, but it's like, how do you?
I'd do it.
Yeah. Just here to say that Liam wants Filoni to fix the Kylo Ren story because it could have been so cool. Yeah, he's a good boy. P.S. That Josh guy looks pretty sexy.
Been watching Star Wars. Ew.
Yeah, that's creepy, bro.
Dude.
It's the stuff of
Can't wait
nightmares.
for it. Thanks. Yeah.
Do you guys think it's likely we see Dirge as the main antagonist of future Mando season? No, I don't think so. Although that would be cool. It'd be cool to get Dirge, but no, it's not big enough.
Qui-Gon Jinn gets stabbed once. He dies. Reva gets stabbed twice. She lives. I swear to God, Disney has made lightsabers so inconsequential and also dying.
Mm-hmm. They gotta be careful with if they resurrect Ben. They've got to be careful.
Very careful.
If they do anything with the sequels, I'd like to see Tales of the Jedi type show. That would be actually really cool. You could do some good stuff with that, and that way it's like really short. So you don't have to commit.
Yeah, I would rather just cover some other Sith. Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Sith kind of show.
I mean, look, I would like that too. But if you're talking about like, if the question is we're doing an anime show to try to help the sequels, I would prefer like an anthology like that than like a whole ass season of something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just give me the like beats and like make it make sense.
The issue with that is that they really pigeonholed sort of show. So if they give us like an animated show, then they're not going to give us any other like animated show during the same time or near it. It's like that'll be it for the year.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But I still think that's a better way to do it. I mean, they haven't even really touched that area with like novels or comics or anything, really, have they?
Not that I know of. I stopped reading the comics when it comes to the sequels. I just got really tired of it. And even with the Vader comics, they just were tying in a whole bunch of crap with the sequels, and I'm like, you literally have Vader now going to Exegol and looking at this massive fleet of literal Death Star power Star Destroyers, ships.
Right.
And you're telling me he doesn't tell Luke about it? He doesn't tell anybody about it? Like, I just don't understand. I just don't.
Yeah, it's a lot of fixing if they were to go there.
It's just,
love Teo in the newest episode of The Bad Batch. Hope you're both doing well. The AI stuff has been so cool. Theory, so excited for Mando season 3.
No.
Teo, the droid, you liked the droid guy?
Yeah, everyone likes the droid.
I liked the part where he said, "I regret nothing." That was kind of funny. But other than that, I was like,
Mary Jane likes The Last of Us as well. What's up, guys? Hope it's been a good week. Have you guys noticed the older Ahsoka gets, the more clothes she wears? Seems a little sus. Much love.
I hadn't noticed, and I'm not sure why it would be sus. Maybe she's just getting cold.
Never noticed at all.
Hey guys, hope you're both doing well. Has there been an official announcement from Lucasfilm about the Lindelof making a Star Wars film? Also, as Ubisoft seems to be in trouble, is their Star Wars open world game canned? So first on the Ubisoft thing, it is kind of weird. And I hope that it seems like this could be their last ditch effort as a studio, which is, it's not, doesn't necessarily inspire, but maybe they'll actually make it happen. And then as far as the official Lucasfilm announcement, I know it was reported in the trades, but I'm not sure if Lucasfilm has commented on it at all. I don't think they have actually. In fact, I'm going to go out there and say they have not, because they didn't talk about it at all at any of the conventions or an investor call in December. So, well, see, I suck at Apex though, Ryan, but thank you. Thank you. I would need a hard carry.
What's up, Marcus? Who ordered Mando to kill Grogu? What?
We're still not sure. He's talking about the very first season.
Oh.
It was the Empire, right? Or no, we don't know for sure, right?
It was probably Moff Gideon.
But Gideon and the Stormtroopers wanted to take him. Actually, I do think that was established, but
yeah, they said dead or alive, right?
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was someone else. I don't know. Bulma over Android 18. Nah, you tripping.
You tripping, bruh.
Just found out that I passed my teaching certification exam for NYS. I listened to you a lot when I was studying. Appreciate everything you built. See, chat, if you listen to us, you pass your teaching certification.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mandalorian Mayhem. Now you can teach them to subscribe to my channel.
Teach them kids the right way. The prequels. Rito has a purple lightsaber. Bro, what is this manga? What are you talking about? They say Diz wanted Grogu with Mando, so he'll be on the show. But if he stayed with Luke, he would be an interesting B story, so they could cut and still be in every episode if he would. Yeah, that's true. Until he was reunited with him.
Yeah. Matt Pat made a video about the Waffle House meme. It's a fun. Who's Matt Pat?
The film theory guy. Yeah, he's made some great vids. I don't watch him all the time, but every time I do, I'm like, damn, yeah, it's good stuff. Pros and cons of Streamlabs. It's a little more complicated.
You can do more
functions. You can do more with it. Yeah, so that's the trade-off. It's like
glitches out more.
Yeah.
Glitches a lot.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Definitely. Did you see here Star Wars Mate going full on hater versus Gina on Star Wars Santa's live stream with Jason Ward? All I could say was wow. Yeah, I've tried to sort of stay out of that a little bit. I mean,
what happened here? She's hating on Gina.
She said some, yeah, in my opinion, she said some pretty outlandish stuff about Gina. I personally felt like it was out of pocket. I've always known Star Wars Meg to be pretty balanced about all that sort of stuff. So I don't know if she was just being snarky and maybe it was taken out of context. But yeah, I thought it was a little bit of an L. But as somebody that's held a few public L's themselves, I mean, I'm not here to dogpile or shit on Meg. I think Meg's pretty cool. So
didn't hear anything about this. I don't watch any other contents.
Yeah, I saw it on the tweeters.
Oh, he's on Twitter?
Yeah,
I like Gina Carano. I think she should still be in The Mandalorian. I don't think anybody should be shitting on her at all. I think she's a really nice person.
Yeah, same.
I'll buy Josh EAW.
What does that mean? Oh, Empire at War. Oh, okay.
Cool. Nice. Yeah. Then we can play. Congrats to new pups. I love Shepherds, man. Yeah, Arlo, you'll meet them, dude.
It's a big old fish, too. Yo, popping in live for a change. Just want to say howdy and thanks for making the work days that much better, especially how gray it is in Van these days. Much love, much respect as always. It's gray up there? I assume he's saying Vancouver.
Just want to say howdy. Oh, yeah, it's been super gray. There's like no sun.
That sucks.
No sun, bro. Yeah.
Gotta get that sun.
I gotta leave. I
gotta take the puppies. You gotta take the puppies.
Yeah, take them with me. Go to Maui. Hey guys,
I love your show.
Yeah, she'll be okay. Huskies are adaptable. Air conditioning.
Okay, good.
Can't wait for Mando season 3. Can you guys say hello there to Grace? Hey Grace, how's it going? Hello there.
What's up, Grace? Hello there, Grace. And also look at that Yoda Hulk. That's pretty cool. I better not catch you shilling for Mando 3 like you did the Rise. Don't forget what you said about TLJ either. Crimsy, I don't know who you think you are, but shut your mouth. And also, that's a cool Goku Black, though.
Crims, I will chill for whatever the hell I want to do. And if you want to do something about it, let's meet up.
Yeah, Crims, you silly bitch. And also, I'm chilling for Snoke now. I've just decided.
Try out Apex Legends. It's Fortnite and COD.
Apex is fun, but the skill gap is high, bro. If you can't like do that movement stuff in Apex, you're basically just bait for all these wolves that have been playing the game for years.
Do y'all think that they'll bring back the Mandalorian what?
We tell dead. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Oh, it's a joke. Well, it flew right over our heads. Patars. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God. Was that a dead body?
I can't show those things on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's getting stricter, guys. It's they're actually cracking down a little crazy. How do we reach these kids? Will you do more Old Republic lore videos, Theory?
Yeah, I could do that.
Boom. Asking ye shall receive. Every Star Wars fan is worried about any Star Wars show now. Yeah, that's fair. I think there's a certain level of trepidation. And look, I think Mando's going to be great. So hopefully it'll put that to rest.
Hmm.
How can you guys support Filoni after he said about Luke and Star Wars fans at Women's Conference? He's a major SJW Ray boy. Come on, Theory. Yeah, I just
Well,
disagree.
the moment he makes some shitty content, I will definitely be talking about it. But until then, he's made some great stuff. So what he
Yeah.
says at a women's conference isn't really my interest.
Yeah, definitely not.
The kind
Could
of
care less, dude.
cartoons and shows he makes for Star Wars and how it impacts the lore and the characters is my interest.
Hmm. To me, the only bad thing Dave's done in the past few years has been the Martez sisters, and that's the only thing. And honestly, it wasn't even that bad. It's just like put that
Shit.
somewhere else, bro.
No, dude,
Put
those
that
Martez sisters were
somewhere
so
else.
annoying. I hated those.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Serious question from Coral says, "Are we ready for Grow Soka Luke Soka love triangle?" Oh my god! Pick a side. Thanks for all you guys
Oh
do for
God.
your communities. Nerd Avengers for life.
Oh my God. What the
That's a
hell?
rough one. That is a rough one, bro. That's
Top
like
five
even
Star Wars
people on
movies.
Reddit were like, "I don't know about that, dude." Howdy. AI suggestions. What if Ahsoka joined Maul? What if Mace killed Palpatine? What if Anakin spared Dooku? Much love for you guys. Yeah, those are all really cool thoughts.
That's cool.
Cool little prompties.
Love you guys. You both helped me through a lot. Taking some blinkers. Will Luke be in season 3? I don't know.
It's hard to say. I haven't heard anything about it, and I kind of don't want him to be in it. So wait, spoiler for The Last of Us 2. Joel is killed by the person he saved at the start. Wait, what? He's killed by the same person he saved at the start of The Last of Us 2 because he killed that person's dad at the end of the first game. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really remember. Honestly, I still didn't like it.
Yeah, it's still kind of weird, huh?
It's weird to kill off the main character like that.
Yep.
Started film school a few weeks ago and got into an argument with my entire class when they tried telling me The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie because of the metaphor of killing the past by killing Luke. Oh. Sounds like your class is very
Stinky.
cultured.
I had a film professor that hated the prequels when I was in film school.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating, but Sean Dow says, big fan of y'all. Just wondering, are y'all excited for Dead Space remake that releases soon? The trailer looks great. Yeah, what's it called? Ghost something?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw Doc talking about it.
$2 only, but there are only 2 Babu Fricks. Yes.
Yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pee and check on this.
What's up, fellas? Hope your cat
Right
feel
back.
better. Thanks, Royal. What's up? Who wins? Malgus' attack on the Jedi Temple versus Anakin's attack, bro? Probably Malgus. Let's be real. What up? Thoughts on? Actually, know what? Anakin's because he didn't have nearly the same firepower that Malgus had when he came in. What up? Thoughts on the idea of using aspects, characters of the shows, Mando, Bad Batch, or Rangers, Ahsoka in an open world style game? Could be sweet. EA could charge $49.99 for Riva armor. We want our customers to feel a sense of accomplishment. Sup? I'm a usual Spotify listener. Oh, what's going on, Expo? Just watched the vid where you react to your fanfic made as a kid. What would you say after reacting to it? What you say after reacting to it really inspired me. Thank you for everything. Much love. What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Thanks. Glad you liked it. Bro, love you guys. Watch you every day. Theory, you the goat. How much do you still benching nowadays? Just a curious, Jim, bro. 8,000 pounds. I think Grogu is the Mandalorian, and the show is the story of him becoming the next Mando Jedi. Yeah, that'd be neat. But he stopped his training, so. You can spend a day on set during production for one Star Wars project, past or present. What's your pick? Thanks, boys, for all you do. All you create, who you are means a ton to me and others in the community. Oh, thanks, Diamond. I would probably be a part of probably Return of the Jedi. The very ending fight scene. Or I would be there during episode 3 when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting. That'd be cool. I'd just chill with Nick Gillard the whole time. And George. Actually, George would be busy. Admiral Thrawn and Admiral Trench, the spider guy, would they be unbeatable? Indestructible, my friend. Theory, the ending of God of War got me when I first saw it, and 100% got me a second time watching your reaction. Such a damn beautiful game, right? It's one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. Really, really inspiring and really nice that games and stories like that can still be told to this day, because stories are kind of just turning into gobbledygook, milk down crap, watered down crap. Evening, gents. Hope y'all doing well. Missed you guys last week, but glad y'all are back. P.S. F the Cowboys. Who won? I don't follow football. Josh, thoughts on Grogu Pod and Beskar? Is Beskar in trailer? I don't think it is, but you might have to ask him. Yeah. Damn, I love you too. You've helped me through so much in my life. Grateful to share my thoughts with y'all. My nights with y'all. Oh, thanks, Adam. It's a nice little gonk droid you got there. I think Disney is putting Filoni to the test with the Ahsoka show. If it does well, maybe even better than Mando, Disney will put him in charge of more stuff. Filoni in charge equals PP large. Yeah, I think Filoni in charge is what needs to happen going forward with every single show, and for him to kind of oversee every script.
Theory. GGJ couldn't show himself until Anakin turned. Was that General Green? What is that? It was the final test to confront his fear of the future. That's why he screams no in Attack of the Clones. What's GGJ? Qui-Gon
GG.
Jinn? Is it Qui-Gon Jinn?
Maybe he means Qui-Gon. Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
I don't
It's
really
quite possible.
understand it.
I remember exactly where I was when I finished The Last of Us. Amazing. I never touched The Last of Us 2 because of the BS. Vote with the wallet. Yeah, I agree with that. And look, maybe a lot of people really like The Last of Us 2, but doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then, everyone jumps off a bridge. You got to jump off it too. Or vice versa.
Yeah, I'm not jumping off no bridge. I'm old.
Hell no.
Jesse says, love both of you guys and your authenticity. Me and a Saber enthusiast were nerding out on one of his TT lives about Nerd Theory lives. Do you agree with the AI how Yoda could have beaten Dooku and Papa Palps in a 2v1? Peak Yoda, maybe. Oh, it said that, huh? Yoda could beat Palps and Dooku?
No.
Yeah, I just see no way that that's possible. Like,
I don't think he would.
Palpatine's
Yeah,
the X factor.
that's why I made the AI after that. After it said it would win, I made it say, what if he lost? Because it just wouldn't make sense for him to beat Palpatine and Dooku at the same time. I just don't think that would ever be a scenario where Yoda would win.
Yeah, did it explain why it thought that?
No.
Did you ask it why?
No, it doesn't really go into super detail about that unless you prompt it.
Have you
have
seen
to
the
prompt it
chart
over.
of yeah, no, you're right. Have you seen the chart of how different Chat GTP 4 is going to be?
No.
It has a million times more connections. So it's going to be the chart I've seen is it has this little dot that says Chat GTP 3 and then this massive circle for how much more advanced the next version of it's going to be. So
maybe they'll make you pay for that.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, eventually you will absolutely have to pay for Chat GTP at some level. Yeah.
Thoughts on Rebel Moon? PS Theory, I don't think you cried during the Grogu name reveal, but I remember it looked like you got emotional when Ahsoka was suddenly talking about Anakin. Yeah, probably.
No, it makes sense. Did you see any of the Rebel Moon stuff? I know you haven't really been following it.
No,
but,
I haven't.
Yeah, they did. Netflix put out a trailer for all their 2023 stuff. So they had the first shots of Rebel Moon. It's really nothing. You get to see a spaceship, a couple people fighting, some of the blasters, but that's about it. But
yeah,
look kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll watch it. What's up, fellas? Looking forward to this year and the content that's supposed to be served up. Star Wars and Marvel, long live F3. Feige, Filoni, and Favreau.
It is weird that they're all F names, huh?
I don't know, bro. Feige seems like he's kind of losing his touch with
Hey, wait till this
Marvel.
Ant-Man. Give this new Ant-Man a
Oh,
try.
no one's waiting for Ant-Man.
Well, it's Kang. Everybody's gonna see it because of Kang.
Who's Kang?
I'm telling you, it's Kang, the Conqueror. He's gonna conquer a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay, yeah, right.
that actually seems pretty cool. They just had a massive leak. So the whole movie essentially leaked, but it's all the subtitles, so it's all like the dialogue and whatnot. But
Really?
yeah,
No,
hmm
that's bad.
yeah, it's probably one of the biggest leaks ever to happen to Marvel because
That's oof.
yeah. And of course, I read it. Couldn't help myself. Did a video about
All
a
2 hours?
few things today. Well, see, it's like some of it I think is out of order, and I don't think it's complete. Actually, I was talking to
Damn,
some other people about it. I think they're holding some of it back,
damn.
but
Ouch.
they're everything that I did read, I was like, this seems pretty freaking cool. So I am excited uh, to see it. But we'll see. Marvel's got to get back on track. Absolutely.
Well, Kang the Destroyer will destroy, and then they'll just build a time machine, go back in time to a younger Kang, and then shit happens, and then they win. So,
There'll be yeah, well, he's gonna be the villain of Secret Wars. So he's gonna even after this movie, he's gonna become even more powerful to be able to take over the entire multiverse and be a threat for Secret Wars. You gotta be strong. You gotta be
I
very
see, I see.
powerful.
So they're gonna kill him, and then they're gonna go back in time to fix some stuff, and he's gonna be a younger version. He's gonna find out how he died,
So
and
that's
then
not
he's
how
gonna go.
time travel works in the MCU though.
Oh, it
In the
did an Endgame.
MCU. No, 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 no. When you do in Endgame, when they go back, they technically create branch timelines. But the whole thing was they were going to put the Infinity Stones back where they got them so that their timeline is unaffected, but they still create branch realities. That's what Loki's about. So after Loki leaves Endgame, that's when he's picked up by the TVA because they're like, "Yo, you're a variant. This universe not supposed to exist." So they take him and they destroy that branch universe. So that's part of the thing that's weird about Kang in the MCU is because in the comics there is that causality there, but when you add in the multiverse and the way that time travel works in the MCU, it gets really weird. So I'm not
Hmm.
sure how it's all going to work, but hopefully Quantum Mania will give us some answers.
Quantumania. My hope for the new
Yeah.
trilogy is a time jump of a few hundred years. Grogu reluctantly starts a Mando-style Jedi Order to defend from Yuzong Mo.
That would be kind of hype.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Hey fellas, did Cody always have that scar behind his head? Maybe whatever damage happened to him gave that scar with the chip too, like Crosshair. Oh, yeah, maybe. I didn't even notice that. He's got a little scar, huh?
Hmm.
He's got a little boo boo.
Yeah, but it was confirmed that his chip is burnt out.
Oh, really?
I think at the end of season 1. Yeah,
Hmm.
the moment Matt discovered Reva in the Reva show.
Not bad. Not bad, Mandalore.
Kenobi is inexcusable recklessness from a writing and directing perspective. Personally, I'm just trying to forget it ever existed because that was not Kenobi.
Yo, it's kind of embarrassing, but I'll be right back. I've got hot caca. Hot caca. I'll be right back.
All right, so Josh left to go pee, and now he's going to poo poo. See what I'm dealing with here? Where's Hannah when you need her? She's like, hey, I'm not the fill-in person for when Josh has to take a dump. What about a scene in show where R2 shows Luke how Anakin became Darth Vader, like in your video about it? Yeah, you mean like a hologram? What pisses me off about Disney, says Stezo, in their shows are nowhere near what other studios are doing quality-wise, and they have way more money than anyone else. Yeah, but did you notice how Andor looked so high value? Profesh? Theory. Sheps are the absolute best. Disney has to pivot now. Expand on the Jedi Sith conflict. I think that's why they're going Magic Realm. Big time hot take. Disney will use the next trilogy to chronicle the rise and fall of one Master Grogu. You guys ever think the Bad Batch would be a better video game than a show? Uh, it could work as a video game, but no, it works as a show too. It's just, sometimes there are just some slower episodes. Republic Commando was great and well received, frustrating to say the least. I still got to finish Republic. Kenobi was a massive L. Boba retconning season 2 of Mando being a giant L. If you didn't watch Boba going into season 3, it will make zero sense and make it look even more pointless. Disney equals Omega Riva L. Yeah, they really like to go with those names where they go E. Eh. Stop putting Dave on a high pedestal by saying he wouldn't touch sequel stuff because you hate them. Maybe his risk taking is trying to make the sequel stuff work for the people who hate it. Well, I was saying he wouldn't like retcon the sequel trilogy, so I'm literally basically in the same position as what you're saying. I don't think you caught it though. I don't think you understood. Like a lot of people, I'm loving The Last of Us. It's amazing to see care for the original source material while adapting it into an interesting and compelling story for TV and the masses. Much love. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing it good so far. The Little Mermaid remake is just another soulless cash grab, just like the past live action remakes Disney has been putting out for the last 10 years. Yeah, I agree. In a certain way, Jango Fett is the Kenny McCormick of Star Wars since his clones are technically him and are always dying. Chilling in the basement. What's up, dude? How you been? Coming with a few ducats this time. Theory. Hope the episode 2 prep rolls on smoothly. Josh, Warner Bros. Is having earnings call next week. Gunn must announce now. Yeah, so I think it's tonight or tomorrow I'm getting the full concept art from Paul. I'm looking at the email right now. So we've been working on this for months. So members only are going to get some very, 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 very nice pieces of art. Very expensive pieces of art. I'm not going to share anything that's going to be spoiling it, but whatever I can share, because I don't know what he's sending. I mean, I know what he's sending, but I haven't seen it, so I'm excited.
That's cool though.
Ooh, you're very quiet.
Oh, really? Oh shit, my bad. Sorry.
Thoughts on
Thoughts on
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian vs. Jedi Wars of the movie? It'd be awesome. Why not a show though? I feel like there's enough to that's pithy. You can get into that.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm. What up, fearless? Have you ever created your own fictional Star Wars character in your head? Oh yeah, for sure. Would you ever make a fan film in a canon timeline, but with your own character? I mean, maybe. What
No,
What do you think? No.
no, I've never really created my own character. I don't think I've just kind of pondered upon the characters that exist. I mean, perhaps I've created some character, but in my head, I would just compare them to like another character that exists, and I start thinking about them.
Yeah, sometimes I do it as like if I were in the Star Wars universe, like what would my character story be? And I've had like a couple of different, like just kind of daydreams, nothing serious, but just some thoughts and stuff like that. So
I guess the closest to that is the character I created for Theory Sabers for this first Theory Saber. His name is Sewell, and he comes from a very, very dark time. He comes from a world that has nothing to do with, anything that we've seen before. And I have to be careful with my verbiage here so it's not treading on copyright. But essentially, he comes from a world that's been treated very poorly, very, very badly. Pirates have come in there and just taken everything from the villagers, from the people, from his family. And long story short, we're gonna have some art for this and stuff. It's gonna be cool. Long story short, he is the last person on the planet. Everyone is bones. Everyone is just dead, and everything has been taken from him. And so he has to learn to survive by himself. And he uses all of the anger and the revenge within himself to forge a weapon. And he takes different elements from the planet and it goes into this space where he learns how to actually harness his emotions and create this saber.
sounds cool.
Yeah, and then what he does later on, and we can go on further and further. Josh, what's your address? I want to send you this cool Grogu piece I found the other day to add to your collection.
Yeah, when you were gone, when you were peeing, I was talking about how I just get so much Grogu stuff, and Liam gets so much Grogu stuff, and I'm kind of like over it. So he's trolling a little bit. Actually did think about doing a segment though that's just all Grogu and like just bringing out all the Grogu stuff because like I'm not even kidding. Like it's like coffee cups,
No.
blankets, like dude, it's like so commercialized. It's so
I
bizarre.
have nothing Grogu. I have the one statue that I bought. That's it, I
Yeah,
think.
you lucky man, because like a lot of people don't fully get like what I do. They just know it has to do with like Marvel or Star Wars, so they just buy me like the very normie, nerdy gifts,
Yeah.
and that's all. That is Grogu. That's what he is. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Well, this is like, people are like, well, why did you get a Dragon Ball tattoo? Why didn't you get a Star Wars tattoo? It's like, well, first of all, I love Dragon Ball just as much as I love Star Wars. But at the same time, I talk about Star Wars every single day of my life, and I will forever.
Yeah,
It is a part of me, you know? I don't want to create Josh's Grogu effect with Star Wars by, let's say, having Grogu all around or Star Wars all around I mean, it's already all over my place, my home, you know?
yeah.
Um, my career now is talking about Star Wars. It's everywhere. So it's like I don't want to get Star Wars fatigue doing it to myself with Grogu.
Yeah, it's fair.
But then again, I have like so many Star Wars statues, and I don't find that fatigue. I just find that more fun. So maybe you're just a hater. Maybe you're just a toxic hater.
I mean, it could be. I don't know, bro. I'm just like, it's just so much. And then like that stupid Studio Ghibli animation too. I'm just like what is this? They literally, it's just Grogu floating around with dust bunnies, and like people are gonna lose their shit
Yeah,
over
you're
that. Like,
so
I don't
mad, dude.
know. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a hater, I
You were
guess.
so pissed.
Valkyrie says, I'm not over Grogu, but I want to see him later in life as a full Jedi slash Mandalorian. They wrote themselves into a corner because of his age. Yeah, a little bit. I agree.
I got
I
a
want to
video
see him
coming out
develop.
about that. I got a video coming out about
Oh,
that
cool,
soon.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
I just want him to develop, man. Yeah, no.
Yeah. For all of Tarkin's faults, at least he brought the unemployment rate of all.
I've heard that joke before, but it is good. Much love. Mando Ahsoka AM3. What's
AM3.
that?
Oh,
Survivor. Oh, Ant-Man 3. Survivor,
oh.
Secret Invasion, etc. 2023 is going to be fun. Who do you want Order 66 Grogu Savior to be?
Riva.
Symbolic? Yeah. Little young Riva.
Chat, spam it, spam it, spam it.
Yeah. Let's get it, Riva.
Mark Thompson is the narrator for the newer Heir to the Empire. He is super talented. Oh,
Hmm.
so they did redo it.
Yeah, he's great, man. Mark Thompson is great. I do love when they do full cast though. Like
Mm,
American Gods is
Dooku
one of my
Jedi Lost.
favorite books. Oh, dude, and the full cast of that is amazing, dude.
Hey, chat, you feeling the lava lamp? Should I maybe get another one? I'm building a shelf. I'm having a shelf built. Should be here by the end of the week. I'll be putting all the cool Star Wars statues there and like change it. Put some cool
Lava Lamp is
lights.
kind of neat. That was a big thing in the
Like it.
90s, dude.
Yep. I had one.
That was a big thing back in the Disney.
If you could bring one Star Wars character into the real world, who would it be? Probably Yoda.
I have no idea, dude. Maybe C3PO.
Hell
So
no,
I can
man.
make
Oh,
I
you'd
can
be
make him do a
annoyed.
bunch of shit for me.
What's he gonna do? Talk your head off?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe a more useful droid.
Fun movie to check out. Grave of the Fireflies.
Never heard of it.
Never
Austin
heard of him.
says, "Hey there, friends. Thank you for an amazing stream again so far. Hope you are both well, but thank you for being here for me lately, Theory. I tagged you last week in those Ahsoka portraits I did for you. That's cool.
Where? On IG? I guess.
Maybe. I mean, probably not on Twitter.
Why don't you know the answer, Josh? Why don't you know the answer? Will
don't
you
know.
invite
I'm sorry.
Hannah Rayside back? No, never. We don't like her.
Hannah took all my snacks from America.
Yeah.
So Mm.
She took all my subs.
Mm.
Now I have none.
She seems nice though. Her and Elisa watches like a lot of her streams and stuff now, so
I
it's
really
cool.
like her. She's really cool.
Yeah,
Someone came in my stream the other day saying that she got monetized recently, and that's awesome.
that is awesome.
I'm happy about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. So, yeah, if anyone wants to go support her channel, where was it again?
the Ray side,
Well, no. Let me
RAE
bring it up here.
side.
When we bring it up here, Lair Lab. Josh, can you bring it up?
I'll try.
I got it there.
Okay.
I wasn't even subscribed. Hannah, I'm sorry.
Hater.
Rage you. Betrayal.
He's a Hannah hater.
Whoa. Oh, they updated just got some new features here on StreamYards. Did you notice that?
No.
Why is this thing there all the time? You guys tell I have a really wide screen.
Yes.
Weird that it shows up like that. Like if I were to show this screen, it's just like normal.
Well, you got two monitors. Is one widescreen and
I
one
have
not?
3. One's like, yeah, super wide, 34
So
inch.
so it's probably when you're on that one because like I have my widescreen here, but I always share from the other one.
Right? Like this looks different, right? Yeah, hold on. Let me. Yeah, totally different.
Yeah.
This looks dope. I actually like this. Looks good. Anyways, yeah. So go check her out, guys. The race. Wait. No, we need to change your name to the Reva side.
Yeah. Probably get a lot of
Lot of
clicks.
traction.
Yeah. I don't know.
I imagine the sequel trilogy would have been. Imagine what the sequel trilogy would have been if kept in the sight of George Lucas. My brain aches with the mess we were given. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Drewski says, "Thank you so much for the great Star Wars content. Really hope we get a flashback to Moff Gideon getting the darksaber. That would be dope, bro. Imagine if they cold open with that. Mando season 3 would be great. Yeah, I'm look, man. I was thinking about this. I'm gonna get really hyped up for Mando. As much as like, I've been really grumpy with Star Wars and stuff. Like, I can't help it. Like, I'm gonna get really hyped up for Mando. So I hope it's really, really good. And if it is, I'll be right back in the saddle, baby. Right back.
Josh is a toxic
Dude. It's no secret. I've been Star Wars and I have been on a little shaky ground, but look, I love Star Wars. I love Mando. So hopefully good. Hopefully real good.
From
Hello
Sweden.
from Sweden. Have you guys ever tried snus? I have not, and that's kind of sounds disgusting, dude. What is that? Some kind of Swedish thing? I thought you guys made like Swedish candies and stuff. I gotta look this up.
Is this one of those gotcha things?
Oh no, it is a real thing.
Huh.
It's a moist tobacco product placed under the upper lip.
You had me at moist.
What?
3 words, loincloth theory. Make it. Ah, geez. Kansas, how many accounts do you have?
How many accounts do you have, Kansas City?
Ayo is the wayo. Is that okay? Neo.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh.
Neo.
What's this snus stuff, dude? This is really weird.
I don't know.
So they put these little pack. It's like tobacco. It's chewing tobacco, but it's Swedish, so they put it on their upper lip. All right, whatever. Much love from the Bay Area. Just got in here, so you guys probably touch on it. Pause. But if Daisy comes back to Star Wars franchise, would you like to see a new film or something animated like Clone Wars? I mean, throw it in a film. Throw it in a film. Make it good.
What's up, Starman?
Starman.
Been able to
Uh,
stay consistent with the with the lives. Day 9 of Soups until Theory FaceTimes me. Much love, brothers. It's like 10 years later. He'll be like,
I know,
day 14.
dude. He's like in Interstellar.
I know.
His
I
time's
know.
all
I know.
jacked up.
I know. He like hits something and then he starts crying. He's like, no, please, no, man.
I had a rumor a while ago. The Bad Batch was going to go against the characters from Republic Commando. I thought that would have been cool. Thoughts on this? I haven't heard anything about that, but that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of sick.
No, there's no way they can be because there was one that was in the first season, and his name was 7? Was it Torch? He was Torch.
I'm kind of unfamiliar with it.
Yeah, which is one of the names of the Republic Commando, so I don't think that they would rebrand them. Or Do you think the style within Star Wars projects like Andor are looking too modernly designed? Personally, I feel costumes and such are being unfaithful to the styles that were originally created. Yeah, I told you, man, those bricks and screws
Yep.
look good. Did
In all
not
seriousness, though, yeah,
good.
that is to me a big like there are a lot of issues for me with Andor, but yeah, it it looks just regular ass sci-fi, borderline cyberpunk in parts of it, you know? And like I'm sorry, like that's no, like that's not Star Wars to me. So toxic.
Just become a member. It's pretty sick. Much love.
There you
Thanks,
go,
Starman.
Starman. Nice. Congrats on the new pups. I love my border slash
Pibble.
pibble. What's a pibble?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Like a pity something.
Yeah, you
How's
do
your
have a little
Wolfpack
wolf
today?
pack,
Thanks,
man.
man. Yeah, they're gonna be trained as military dogs, so putting them in
Damn.
training. Yeah.
So like you can command them to like attack people and stuff.
Well, no,
But you could though.
I'm not gonna say that live.
Okay.
No, they're just gonna be able to be off leash and answer my every command.
That's all I needed to know. My dogs wouldn't listen to me anyway. The car box says, I just happened to finish DBZ tonight. Oh, wow. You guys always talk about it, so I figured I'd check it out. Super is next. Movies or shows? God's F, mixed answers. Dude, yeah, I like the movies. There's a lot of good movies. Broly, probably widely considered the best, if not maybe one of the best. I really like the new one, Superhero. Battle of Gods was cool. Fakatsu no F is cool. Tree
I'd
of
go for the older.
Might, dude.
I'd go for the older
Tree of
movies.
Might. Yeah, I like the older ones too. Like
I like
Tree
the
of
first
Might,
Broly, the original one. The
the
first
original Broly.
3 Broly movies. BoJack Unbound.
Yep. Android 13.
Android 13.
Cooler.
Geez,
Cooler was cool. I like those
Cooler
movies.
was dope. What was the Janemba one?
Fusion Reborn. It's one of the best they've ever done. It's
Was
so
that
good.
what it was?
I think it's called Fusion Reborn. Yeah. Because there's fusion between Goku and Vegeta, but also the Suns fuse too. Yeah, Goten and Trunks fuse, and they fight Hitler. They literally fight Hitler in that movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hey Theory, I'm so hyped for Jedi Survivor and just finished a mods showcase tribute to Jedi Fallen Order. I highly recommend you to watch it since it has pretty much most of your beloved characters. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited for the streams too, man.
When's those sabers coming? Damon wants to know.
Soon, Theory. I'll box you, and if I win, I get your channel. Josh can.
Oh my god, bro. Dude, the thing is, like, so I've been thinking about like training again and stuff like that, but I'm also like thinking about getting on like TRT and like hella gear by the end of the year. So I probably won't be able to do any boxing because they wouldn't let you if you were on that, probably, right?
No, that's only if it's a sanctioned thing.
Well, I think all these YouTuber boxing things are sanctioned.
Yeah, but if you get it from a doctor, you're probably okay because it's considered medication.
Really?
It's doctor supervised. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Because there's something called sports TRT, which starts at 200 milligrams a week.
But I mean, that's
literally
fine for me.
Not natural anymore.
No, it's not. Of course, dude. 200 millis. That's actually a modest amount compared to what like super big crazy D-ball tremboloni sandwich motherfuckers take.
Yeah.
But 200 a week is plenty to push past the natural threshold if you're working hard.
You don't need
Like
that. You don't need
plenty.
you don't need that.
Yeah,
You don't need that. Because
but
there's
I
so many
probably
other
will do
health
it.
implications that come with taking even that amount. Like, I mean, it's like there's so
Mhm.
much estrogen that could be released depending on your body. I mean,
Yeah.
um, I personally don't believe in estrogen blockers, I mean, but if you're taking a massive amount of exogenous hormones, then you need to definitely,
Need to balance it out.
there's things that go out of whack all over the place with the machine, right? So you gotta
Yeah.
make sure everything's balanced, and I just don't believe in that. So everything, I think anti-aging is the best thing to research. Anything beyond that, going for like uh, the roid look, I just don't like. I just think it's unhealthy
It's probably unhealthy for
in the long run.
longevity, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I kinda wanna do it either way, like, and because isn't 200, like, a starting dose anyways? Because could you technically do less than that and still yeah, I don't know, it
Yeah,
just
you
kinda
could, of course.
depends, it depends on what you wanna do and what you wanna get into for sure, but, I don't know, man, I'll tell you this, just as getting, like, older, my recovery time now from the gym is stupid, like,
Mhm.
it's not a fun time to recover,
We're
so
also not sleeping.
yeah, I mean, I guess I sleep decently, that whole thing's been getting better.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, my plan is like I really want to take my fitness a lot more seriously this year and try to push as much as I can naturally, but um yeah, it's something that I've thought a lot about. I think I'll pull the trigger on it by the end of the year for sure.
Cool.
But we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Get
I
it
guess it
all,
would also depend on where I'm at naturally, because your test does increase as you work out more and as you're like, being more physical.
yeah, there's a lot of things
So,
you can do. You sleep better, have, a little bit more fats here and there, good fats,
mhm.
work out more, be less stressed, all that stuff. But of course, there's a threshold as we get older. And I don't know. Just have it all doctor supervised, and you'll be good. I think in the States, you guys have something called Merrick Health. So check into that.
Okay.
It's like an online doctor, and you can do all your tests and everything.
Yeah.
It's Derek is the owner of that one.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Mhm.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, Derek's the man. I've been watching a lot of his stuff over the past year, just in sort of research mode, preparation mode.
yeah,
Fascinating stuff. So,
yeah, yeah. Hey, I support it, man. Disney should make a Darth Revan series. Disney should do a lot
sure,
of things.
should. Deep South says, "What's up, fellas? Just started a diet a couple of weeks ago. Lost 8 pounds. Nice, bro. Any tips from y'all on cutting calories? Much love. Oh, dude, I'm not the guy to know about that. I'm getting fat as hell. Be honest with you.
No, it's just because you had a kid.
Yeah, but I mean,
Your test drops when you have a kid.
mhm,
Don't- yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
just stop
In
having
all
kids.
seriousness, I have tried intermittent fasting before, and intermittent fasting is actually really good. I think for a lot of people looking to lose weight because the one thing you can do is you can get away with kind of maybe not the best diet as far as like micro and macronutrients, but because you're putting yourself in that fasted state, pretty much daily, you're burning calories in a really efficient way. Your blood sugar levels, your insulin levels are not spiking, so you don't just like overeat a lot more. So I would say intermittent fasting, from just the limited research I've done, is probably the best way, especially if you know you're not good on diets. Intermittent fasting, I think,
I
is
would
the
say the thing with
move.
intermittent fasting is you're essentially just saving all your calories for like one moment. So that insulin spike you get probably you won't even really notice much of it because you're eating so many fats and stuff with the sugars you're eating in that time. So it's probably pretty leveled out, which is good.
Yeah.
Um, it just comes down to the calories you eat in versus out. So it's like if your maintenance is 2,000 and you eat 1,800, you're going to lose weight. It doesn't matter
Yep.
what time of day you eat. It doesn't matter if you um, do the what did you just say?
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting. God, I'm
Mhm.
turning into Joe Biden here.
Uh-huh.
Um, but there are hormones that are released in regards to certain different fasting or non-fasting protocols that you are undertaking. I think like with there's something called autophagy with
Hmm.
fasting, which is
Hmm.
something really, really good for anti-aging.
Hmm.
But if you want to get big and jacked and recover the best, then I think, in my personal opinion and experience, eating um, a little above your caloric maintenance to gain a little weight is good, is the best for getting the biggest you can and
Yeah, I
recovering.
think even if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to lose fat, there is something to be said for working your muscle groups and actually trying to build out a more decent physique. And I think you can actually burn a ton of calories by actually lifting. And so,
Mhm. Well, the
you
more
know,
muscle you have, the hotter, the faster your metabolism is gonna. I like to
sure.
say hotter your metabolism is,
Yeah.
but so the more muscle you got, the more fat you're gonna be burning essentially, the more calories you're gonna need to take in, which, is gonna be easier for you on the long run. If you're trying to lose weight, just try to add more protein to your diet. You'll be a lot more satiated, a lot more, full, and then just maybe cut down a little bit. Essentially, just put the fork down.
Yeah.
But if you put more protein on your plate, you're gonna be a lot more full, and, it's gonna be a lot more conducive to your losing weight.
Because you make an argument that both Anakin and Luke were the chosen one. Anakin bring balance, Luke to keep it. I mean, the only way that works is if it was misinterpreted and it's the chosen bloodline instead of the chosen one, it's the
Yeah,
chosen family or
which it's
something
not.
like that. Yeah. So
Yeah, George has said that Luke was just the catalyst, and Anakin was still the chosen one even when he was Darth Vader.
makes sense to me.
This Friday, they're restocking London celebration tickets. Don't sleep, Theory. Meet me there. I can't go
London's too
anymore.
crazy, dude.
Even if I would get tickets, I can't go anymore. I got stuff going on at the end of wait, when is it? End of May?
I think it's the end of May. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
no, I
going
can't. With
to,
3 dogs, I can't leave right now.
yeah, I have a trip going because one of Elisa's sisters getting married. So we're flying over there and even just figuring all that out is like crazy. So
Yeah.
can't go to London.
No,
Can't do it.
mate.
I can't do it, man.
No, mate.
You'll be watching it though. You'll be breaking it down and
Yeah, of
everything.
course, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Anakin becomes Ahsoka's Force Ghost guide, does that separate him from Padme in the afterlife? No. There's no Padme in the afterlife. She's gone.
Yeah, I don't really know how they explain that. I mean, she's just a part of the cosmic force now. So, yeah, I mean, I guess. Just to clarify, I hate The Last of Us 2. Revenge bad isn't a good plot device when you're murdering people the entire game. It also massive bait and switch. R.I.P. Joel.
Yeah.
Yep.
The laughter and joy you guys provide me every week is very helpful. From handshakes, firm handshakes. P.S. Tired of the side missions and Bad Batch thoughts. Yeah, I'm pretty tired of them too.
A little bit. I mean, dude, the trouble is Bad Batch itself doesn't feel like it's earned its position as a standalone big anime series. Like it's the first season was all right, and there's some really cool stuff in there, but it is not hitting at the level of Clone Wars, of Rebels. It's just not hitting. I think the show's fun. I actually had a lot of fun with the most recent episode, but it's because I treat it as sort of just a side, non-consequential, like, you know,
Chat, who's this? Who's this? It's inconsequential.
is that Mr. Evil? Dr.
Yes,
Evil?
yes.
Okay.
Dr. Evil. I didn't spend 20 years in medical school to be called Mr. Thank you very much.
Those movies are classic, bro.
Hello, guys from France. Love you both. Did you see the recent video of Joe Kenobi? It's a motion comic about Star Wars Episode 9, Duel of the Fates. It was so good. No, it was good, so bad. Rise of Skywalker was what we got.
True.
I
But
didn't
no,
see
I
this.
haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, Joe Kenobi.
Maybe I'll check it on out. Joe Kenobi.
We shall see.
I agree, LOL. I thought the AI was wild in saying he would win. Thoughts on peak Yoda versus peak Palps? Hard to say, man. I do think that Palpatine at his peak is stronger than Yoda. I don't even know
What?
necessarily how to
What?
quantify it, but
What?
peak Palpatine stronger than peak Yoda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. Do you know when Loki
Next
season 2 comes out?
summer, I
Oh,
think. Yeah, I'm not
next week I'll
100%
have
sure.
5 on it, but for now I'm broke.
I got 5 on it. It's all good, bruh.
What are you saying?
Loki got picked up during first Avengers, not End. Loki got picked up during first
Yeah,
Avengers,
you don't
not
even
End.
know Marvel, and you have a
No,
Marvel channel. Wow.
no. It's after the time travel in Endgame that he gets picked up. Technically, this is at a time that the first Avengers movie took place, but it is happening in Avengers Endgame. Baby bug. God. Hey guys, late to the game and hope you're both well. Got my Order 66 blackout hat. Very
Dope,
sick.
dude. That's sick. Thank
Sick,
you.
bro. Theory, I can see the
Yeah, again.
conflict brewing within you. You need to embrace your dark side. Start calling out these shills and advocate for Disney to sell Star Wars. You have the power. Use it. Dude, Crimsy, I'm going to get shacked as
Crims is my
freaking Hulk
emperor.
Hogan. I'm going to get friggin' just shredded, Drew stripped to the gills. And then we can have a boxing match. And it's all legal because it's just TRT. I'm gonna rip you apart.
Do you know there's some doctors that prescribe 600 milligrams a week and claim it as TRT because they say the guys are so shut down.
600 milligrams a week?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of this.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
No, I didn't hear about that. But you know what was interesting? I was watching one of Derek's videos. He thinks, and I don't know if he still thinks this, but he thought that Hugh Jackman was on Trembolone for Days of Future Past. He thought he took some Tren.
Bro, he looks the most natural in that movie I've ever seen.
Oh, of course, dude. Did you hear what Dude, did you hear what he said recently? He said recently he's going to be bigger than ever for this one. And that's on the heels of him saying that he's been completely natural for Wolverine the whole time.
This is where the fun begins.
Dude, like, my thing,
Nice, to be sure, but a welcome one.
like, how old is this guy at this point? And he's literally going to try to come out here bigger than ever and say it's natural.
And he's gonna
I have a bad feeling about this.
I mean, fuck it, bro. Dude, I don't care. Give it to him in the gills. Trembolone in both eyeballs, bro. I want Wolverine to be jacked. I do. You know?
Yeah, but didn't he say he's gonna do it CGI or something?
They should give him a little CGI help. For sure. There's no reason for him to be doing
Little
that shit.
CGI, a little Trembolone.
Yeah.
Just mix it up a little bit.
He's gonna literally rip Ryan Reynolds in half. It's just gonna be nuts.
Yeah, he says he doesn't want to get back in shape, but bro, like
the only bad part's the eating and probably maybe the hormone therapy
Dude,
afterwards.
like how sick would it be to be a famous ass actor for like so many cool movies, and your most famous role is to play the dopest comic book, in my opinion, character of all time, Wolverine, and then you're getting paid to be doctor supervised to go on a bunch of hormones to get you super jacked in the best shape to look better than Thor, than Chris Hemsworth, who's also natural.
Totally natural, bro.
And to have like a chef giving you all of these meals every day, you don't have to
Yeah.
do anything other than train, learn your lines, and freaking eat food. Like, sign me up for that, please. Dream job.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
It would probably be cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it would be cool. The only thing would be the eating,
life?
I think. Yeah.
No.
I just don't. I like eating them as much as the next guy, but like the pure caloric intake.
Listen. When I was 18, I was 125 pounds, and I had a problem getting big. I could not gain weight. Within 4 years, I got up to 180 pounds or about something like that. And then a couple years after that, I got to like 210.
Okay.
Never touched drugs, natural all my life. I was eating literally everything under the sun. I was eating to the point where I'd put the spoon in my mouth and I'd be
gross.
gagging because I would just be
See, I don't want that.
forcing the thing down to get as many. It's not healthy. I don't
Yeah.
advise this, but I wanted it, and whatever I want, I eventually get.
Yeah,
So
well, that just sounds awful. Like,
it did. It wasn't
and
good.
your
But
shits and your farts, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's
but you know
probably
what? I
horrible.
was a freaking college kid, all
Yeah.
right? And I was like, just yeah, bro. I was waking up. I was having ice cream. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was having eggs with
It's like dirty bulking, basically.
dude. I was doing everything I could. At one point, I substituted Gatorade for water for Gatorade,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure I like destroyed my insulin sensitivity for a bit.
Hmm.
I was just doing anything I could to like just get calories down. I was having pizza, and I was pouring mayonnaise on it, and I'd have a bag of chocolate chip cookies
Oh
right
my
after
God,
with
bro.
a liter of milk. Yeah, but I was also
No
training
thanks,
for
man.
strongman, right? So
Yeah.
like I was surrounded by these like big barrel-chested, massive gut dudes that were like
Mhm.
extremely strong and like telling me how to eat, and I yeah, destroyed my body for sure. Destroyed my body, but
Yeah.
I got really big. I got really strong.
Yeah, that to me would be
Oh,
horrible. I think of both extremes, right? Because I think about like cutting weight too. Like if you're a wrestler or a fighter, like cutting weight has to be, ugh,
cutting
like
weight's easy, bro. Compared to gaining weight, are you kidding me?
I
So
don't know.
difficult.
Both of them seem pretty awful to me. You know
Uh,
what always blows my mind too is the people in that prison that get jacked. And I heard one dude talking about it, and he's like, it's all the chicken nuggets, bro. And I would like pay
mm,
other people to get their chicken nuggets, and I would steal their chicken nuggets. It's like, can you imagine bulking in prison on like what I'm sure it tastes like paper chicken nuggets, like paper mache?
yeah, but you also got to realize in prison, some of my buddies that have been in, they've said that it's a completely different. It's like a jungle. It's literally like a jungle.
Yeah,
Like
it makes
you
sense.
could be eaten alive, you know.
Yeah.
So you gotta. Apparently, your I've read stuff too. When you're in prison, your test just goes way up.
Well, yeah, because the competition, right? And just being
You
on
got to
edge like
survive.
that. Yeah, yeah,
You got
yeah.
to survive.
That's
And
fair.
yeah, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to play Titanfall 2 on stream. It's best FPS.
I've heard very good things about it. For sure. What are y'all's thoughts and hopes for Bad Batch Season 2 so far? I mean, I just want it to get moving a little, you know?
Yeah. Mount Tantus would be cool if you learned about that.
Yes. Yes, of course. Josh's bowel movements are as inconsistent as Disney Star Wars. I mean, yeah, it's probably fair. When you drink as much coffee as I do, man. Whew. Michael of the Matrix says, when you realize Kenobi is one of the only shows Kathleen Kennedy was closely involved in. Oh, God. Yeah, so somebody else was bringing this up earlier just about like Dave and like all the shows and everything. I think there's a couple shows that are really interesting to me. Obviously, Acolyte, right? Because that seems to be not under their purview as much. If it's good, I'll be like, okay, they can make good shows without John and Dave. And then Skeleton Crew is interesting to me because this is a show that he had as a pitch, right?
Mhm.
Who's the dude? Peyton Reed. I think he had it as a pitch. He pitched it to John and Dave when John was shooting Spider-Man No Way Home. So this was a story he had, but then Dave said, "Oh, we can work that into this thing that we have going on in like the New Beyond." And they're like, "Bro, they talk about a condensed time frame. Like they rushed out Skeleton Crew for sure." So like Skeleton
Yeah.
Crew, I've got my eye on as well. It's going to be one of those situations where it's like, is this a good show, or is this, is this feeling like Book of Boba Fett? Ugh.
Yeah, but
You
they're
know?
not destroying any sort of legacy character, so it's not really a big deal.
No, that's true. But like, if they're supposed to get me excited about like
Dude,
all this stuff they're doing, Josh is actually producing more sequels content since there will be a time delay. He'll have to take a hot poo poo. It's true. It's true, Zane.
Oh man.
Talk about the New Beyond.
Damn.
Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They betray you.
Yeah.
You guys don't know Admiral Trench from the Clone Wars, the spider dude? Yeah.
I remember him. Yeah. What about him?
What about him? Ask A what happened if Obi-Wan didn't die in episode 4. Okay.
Sorry I'm late. Hope you boys are doing well. Excited for the launch of 3 Sabers. Keep us posted weeks ahead of time before you start selling.
I will. I'll definitely. So how it'll go down is I'll be doing a live stream. Like I'll mention it leading up to it, and I'll do a live stream, and there will be a countdown of when the site goes live. And yeah, first come, first serve. So
Boom shakalaka. Josh, I think Grogu's pod is made of Beskar. Looks darker in season 3. I don't know. That would be kind of interesting, huh?
I don't think it is.
I don't. I mean, I don't think
What's
so.
up,
either,
Brian?
but-
Thanks.
Sequels
Diamond.
focused content is like chocolate covered raisin. No matter how much chocolate you put around it, connecting me to the shows during the etc. The center is still a motherfucking raisin.
No, I just want chocolate raisins, dude.
Chocolate raisins are not bad, dude. They are really not bad.
I know there are some books out there about what Ahsoka did after Order 66, but could we do an AI story on what and how she met characters like Hera or the voice of Qui-Gon? Like Qui-Gon was the one to tell her about Anakin. Are you guys feeling the AI stuff? I'm down to keep going.
I think it's kind of interesting for sure.
Yeah.
It's a cool way to do, and the one video that I watched of yours I thought was really fun. And like, you know, it kind of started with you like bro, like how is an AI doing better than Disney? And that's kind of a fun angle. So yeah.
What if Anakin was Mando royalty and found by the Jedi? I feel like Mandalorian vs. Jedi would be a good TV movie. Yeah, like old times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could have worked.
Yeah.
Theory, never forget the legendary character you created, Darth Tooze.
You know what? I actually drew my own lightsaber when I was 15, and I have it somewhere. I've shown you guys before, I think, years ago. But Mama Mess saw.
Dude, Love and Thunder was rough too. And then for that show, for She-Hulk and Love and Thunder to both come out around the same time, I was like, ugh.
Hello from Detroit. Detroit become human. I still want to have a lightsaber duel on a boat on Lake Erie, Josh. I think it would be fun.
It would be fun. What if we
Then
both had little boats and we came out in the center of Lake Erie? Are you Canadian? Because he
then
can
he-
come from the Canadian side. I can come from the.
No, he's American because he sent USD money.
Oh, okay.
He didn't send our peasant dollars.
Oh, all right. Oh, so now people are turning on Dave. Fans like that are just here to hate. The man is literally George Lucas 2.0, like Master and Apprentice. There's actually been a contingent of people that just have never really liked Dave. Like, for instance, Ryan Kennel has never liked Dave. And I remember like kind of like arguing with him back in the day about it. Because, yeah, he never liked Dave ever. And I think it actually had to do with some of the Mandalorian lore that was changed from Legends into some of the new stuff. But look, different strokes, different folks, man, you know? I think Dave's pretty freaking incredible.
Because Ryan Kennel's a toxic white male.
He's a toxic white male.
His channel is blowing up, dude. I'm really happy for him.
Oh, is he still
He's
crushing it?
working really hard. Yeah, he's working hard.
That's good. Yeah, no, he's always been working hard on that channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Same with Jay. Jay's channel. I messaged Jay today. I'm like, dude, your channel's doing great.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Good for him. Yeah, I love those guys. That's not like content I usually watch. So like I'll occasionally watch their stuff, but it's just not, it's just not my taste or whatever. But yeah, happy that they're doing well.
You know
for
what?
sure.
Last month, Ryan got more views than me.
Oh, for real?
So there was a big audience.
in January?
For well, I mean, I think he did like 90 videos, and I did like 25 or toward 30, something like that. But I'm just saying,
he definitely
like,
grinds. He definitely grinds for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, his content is like it's like news. He's covering news and then his take on it, and he's crushing it, man. There's a big audience for him that likes his take and his videos, and he's doing well.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think about that sometimes, like the social commentary game, because like it does.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, it never stops. That's the thing
fun.
that's kind of interesting. Is like there's always like maybe a particular drama or like a particular issue. It's not always the case with like Marvel and Star Wars. There's not like always Marvel and Star Wars news, right? But there's always something going on. You know what I mean? Like something that the internet's talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think about it sometimes, but then like the only downside to something like that would be you're then wrapped into, those stories and those things like constantly,
Yeah. So it's never really necessarily anything like you're super happy about.
Yeah. For sure.
It's
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like you talking about like the bullshit that's out there or whatever it
Mhm.
might be. So it's yeah, no, I get it, but at the same time, it's there's a
Hey, look,
it seems like
if you're
he
going
enjoys it.
to do
And
it,
yeah.
you want to succeed at it. So for sure. And
Yeah,
not
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
that
yeah.
does. So,
Yeah, no, they don't. So no, I'm happy for him.
You guys go window seat or aisle seat? I
Don't
usually like
answer
the
it. Don't
window.
answer it.
Why? I don't understand. Is this a Waffle
Now,
House
now,
thing?
now he's gonna find you on the next plane.
Oh shit! Is that what that's about?
He's gonna go put a whoopee cushion under your seat.
Well, it's not very nice.
I know.
That's not very
Richard will be the
nice.
villain of Secret Wars.
No, he won't. Hey, Josh, who played Han Solo in the MCU? Red Hulk.
Hey, Theory sent a DM on Instagram about a YouTube comic someone made about the Duel of Fates. Figured you'd really like to check it out. It was well done. Oh yeah, it's the second message we get about this.
Is that
Now.
a
I'll check it out.
beaver? What the hell is or an otter? What is that?
I think it's an otter.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The sound design for Bad Batch is the same guy, the Republic Commando. He's reused a lot of the same sound. Sounds cool. Oh, that is cool, man.
It's open to know that. I just tagged you again. Hope you enjoy on IG. Oh, thanks, Austin. I'll check it out.
Would the Darth Bane trilogy work better as a film or a trilogy or a Disney Plus series? What would you think? Who do you think could be Bane? Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Theory, what's your favorite scene from Revenge of the Sith? Josh, what's yours? I'm gonna say this one for Twitter, so make sure you clip this. My favorite scene in Revenge of the Sith is when Anakin slaughters the younglings because I'm a toxic white male. I'm not even white. Not even white, dude.
Well, you look white. You're white passing, so there you go.
I guess.
My favorite scene. It's hard to say, man. I actually really like the scene where Anakin is just sitting there kind of crying as he's like thinking about everything and that crazy music before he decides to go to the temple. It's kind of it's kind of powerful.
Padme's yeah, I like that scene a lot. You know what scene is actually really you can feel it is when he says bye to Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
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 Before Obi-Wan goes to Utapau.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of good scenes in that movie. Probably, if not the best, one of the best Star Wars movies ever made.
Imagine 10 years from now, Theory says yes, and my phone dies right as I answer. Also, it's like day 140, but it's the 9th super, so 9th day. Yeah. Okay,
Well,
but you gotta
okay.
include days now. So I'm gonna make it more difficult for you.
Yeah, like
You guys need
what?
to signal boost Knights of Melvin hard. Dude is hilarious at 6K and climbing, and he needs more. Bro,
I think Theory has been the biggest booster that Knights of Melvin could have ever asked for. So I don't know, Jesse.
who do you who do you think made that banner for him?
Oh,
Just saying. Maybe I am the Knight of Melvin. Maybe I am Melvin.
shit!
What about a Sith that is like Kratos? So
That is kind of like
Darth
Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the focus on how Grogu escaped the temple, but nobody asks why was Grogu with Niktos on Arvala 6 with Imperial Bounty Mando Season 1, Episode 1 theories now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they just had him and were trading him to other relevant parties. Not sure. But yeah, I would like to see that explained as well.
Why is there no progress bar so we can see how close we are to paying for Vader 2? I'm so hyped for it. I need it. Okay, sorry, I'll calm down. Because I'm paying for it.
There you go.
So I mean, a while ago I said I would do streams to pay for it, but I plan to do that just by doing more live streams. Definitely won't happen on Nerd Theory, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel embarrassed sometimes, like asking for money from you guys. So like I try to put out like merch or other stuff to pay for things, or like just do a lot more live streams. But yeah, appreciate it, man. It'll be a really good movie.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you could, crowdfund it, but obviously they're
No, I can't. Yeah, dude. If I could, I already had a big investor in New York, massive. I wanted to pay a few million for all of them to put their product in the films. But, like, super
oh,
subtly, not even, like, in your face or
hmm
anything, just, like, very subtly, but
you
yeah.
still don't think that would
No,
play?
I asked Lucasfilm if I could do that, they said no. So,
What?
yeah, few $1,000,000, dude. So, if yeah. Look, all I know is that one day I will be making my own stories, and I will be having a lot of different investors when I go to make that movie, because that'll be a good movie, good story. There won't be any agenda in it or any bullshit. It'll just be a good story, pure story. Hey guys, from my Order 66 Order 66 blackout hat theory. Ralph, I'm glad you like it, dude. Theory, if you weren't going to make a Vader fan film, excited for it, who would you have made it about? Much love, Vendor for Life. I'd probably make my own story, which is what I'm going to do next. So it goes Vader episode 2, buy an apartment in Maui, move there, and then write my books for my stories that have nothing to do with Star Wars so I can actually make money on them. And then um, make the movie for it.
Would you start with books then? That's the way
Yeah.
you want to start?
Yeah, I'd
Hmm.
start with books. Yeah, and then start with the
Yo,
first.
long time. But what about that open Star Wars game? Do you think it's too good to be true? Action based gameplay, tab attack like SWOTOR. No, it'll be action based, I would assume. Um,
It can
I
be
mean, it
cool.
does seem a little bit too good to be true, but damn, what a cool idea, I would love for it to actually be really good and functional. So,
Damn, so all DBZ movies are non-canon except for Battle of Gods, Freezer. No, so apparently there is no canon or non-canon. It's all just happens at different times or something like that from what
yeah,
Danny
there's
was
no
saying.
strict canon. Like I think the only real canon is like the actual Dragon Ball manga from
Mm.
like start to finish. But as far as like anime and movies, it's all convoluted. So better to just think of it all as sort of loosely fitting together.
X, this is like your 100th super chat.
Yeah, bro, don't try to pull the wool over our eyes. Kind of funny that your character's name for your saber is actually my nickname. Is there going to be some character art?
Soul. Yes, there will be.
That would be fun, bro.
Yeah.
Josh, hear me out. I am a nutritionist and about to go to be a PT. Get on a treadmill at a 15% incline, 3.2 miles per hour, and stay at 70% of max heart rate for about 15 minutes. Okay, I'll try it. But what is this?
Just go,
What
just go walk up a hill. Essentially, that's what he's saying.
treadmill, 15% incline, 3.2 miles per hour, stay 70% heart rate
Just
for
go
about
walk up a
15
hill.
minutes. All right, fine. I'll try it.
Just go walk up a hill. There are amazing mods now for JFO. So what he's saying essentially was there's two different ways you can burn fat, either by calorie restriction or burning more calories, which is through doing like intense cardio, which burns more so glycogen rather than fat, but you burn fat by reducing your burning calories and then going under the maintenance there. Or you can burn fat with another way, which is to burn, it's called brown fat in your body, which is like the stubborn fat. And that happens at like a very moderate to low intensity cardio. So like brisk walking, let's say uphill or something like that for, like 20 to 30 minutes at a time.
Oh, really?
Or
And that'll get
like
rid of
like
this.
an
That's
hour.
the hard fat to get off.
Yeah, so
That's
if
the
you go
best
for
way
a
to do it.
walk for an hour, that's gonna
I might
do
start doing that because I got
wonders
some
for you.
hard fat to get off.
Yeah.
What did you call it? Brown fat?
Yeah, brown fat. It's more this like the stubborn fat kind of thing. But there's two different ways, right? So that's steady state cardio is how you actually would burn fat, and then there's the other way, which is calorie restriction.
Interesting.
Because when you're walking for that long, your body's tapping into energy stores.
Mm-hmm.
And so glycogen is what you get from carbs, and sugar, which is stored in your muscles, which and that's usually for like fast forms, like quick, immediate energy. But if it's long, steady state, slow stuff, your body taps into fat a little bit more.
And apparently, you have more brown fat when you live in a colder environment. That's kind
Mhm.
of interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I go to a hot climate, I'm like, it feels like it's just melting off. Also because it's
Dang.
hotter. I'm doing more.
Yeah, that's wild. That's cool. I'll look into that.
Yeah.
Congrats on the sheep pippies theory. I've got one myself, Nova. She's super smart and at 6 months now and well behaved. Training classes certainly work. Training classes.
Whoa!
Whoa! Theory and
Big
Josh,
dono.
my puppy Peter and I watch you
Thanks, man.
or watch you all religiously. The show is great for my mental health. Dang, Star Wars Council. That's very generous,
Oh,
man.
thanks. We appreciate
Very
the
generous, yeah.
counsel by the apprentice. Still not sure. Damn, that's a big pup. Still not sure how Yoda lost to Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith. They both fell and Yoda just dipped out. Did George write it? Yeah, so he wrote it in Revenge of the Sith novel. Well, he stamped the approval. That, yeah, the Yoda lost. Because even in the novel, he says, failed I have.
Mm-hmm. Does he say why he lost?
The Emperor's too powerful. He doesn't say it,
Damn.
but yeah. If he was really
Yeah.
confident, he would have gone back up and fought him, but he was like,
True.
I
Yeah,
gotta-
that's
I gotta
fair.
dip. I
Mhm.
gotta dip.
With Padme supposedly having a high midichlorian count and her life force being transferred to Vader, could have they do something with her as a force ghost? Has it ever been confirmed that she has a high midichlorian count? I've never heard that.
Yeah, so George said that when she was pregnant with the twins, she had the most midichlorians of any single Jedi in the temple.
Well, technically, those aren't hers though.
Eh,
Like,
Are
because
they?
they're in the babies, right?
yeah.
I
Wow.
don't know about that. That'd be like eating Yoda and saying, "I've got more midichlorian count than any
But
other
then Yoda would
Jedi."
be dead.
Yes. Yeah.
Theory,
Theory,
become a
become a
knight.
knight.
Bring balance to the Star Wars fandom. We need you to expose shills like Sex Planed and Star Wars Meg. It's your destiny.
Star Wars Meg is a nice lady. And also Crims, I'm coming for you.
Sounds like Josh is shilling. Sounds like Josh doesn't like Gina Carano.
I like, it's so funny because I
That's
saw
how it
like
works.
Meg posted something. She commented on like one of my Twitter posts today, and it took everything in me. She was talking about Daisy, and she said something like, "I like Daisy Ridley." It took everything in me to not say like, "I like Daisy and I like Gina," but I was like, I don't want to. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
Just stay out of it, man.
Yeah, stay out of it.
Why? Yeah, you don't need to always get yourself involved with everything. Like, and I don't mean you particularly. I just mean people. Like, people always feel like I have to put my opinion. It's like, if you're asked, you can answer but everyone's just trying to give their 2 cents about everything now. It's like, don't.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm also kind of a shit stirrer, so like I kind of wanted to do it. My sense of humor is kind of like odd, and so like I was doing it mostly as a joke, but then I was like, that's just going to cause more problems for her. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
why are people saying anything about it to her?
I think she's getting a decent little bit of backlash for the comment from what I've seen. Look, it's her right to feel however. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, dude, it's her right to feel however she wants to feel, and conduct herself however she wants. And in all seriousness, I've always found Meg to be very reasonable. And so, look, man, she's got this one opinion that I strongly disagree with. It's all good. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally that's it. It's all good. Like, whatever.
I don't interact with her. I didn't really, not really too fond of her once she insinuated that thing about me that I was copying her thumbnail or something, and then I point blank.
Yeah, I
made her
heard you guys
understand
got into
that
a
that's not
thing. Yeah, I
what it
I
was.
don't fully know about all of that, but
But
I
that
know
was
you guys had
ridiculous.
that little thing. So, I
No,
mean,
it
hey,
wasn't we guys. It was her. It was her tweeting
Yeah.
at me, and I'm
so
like,
it's like, is this a
Bro.
pattern then? Does she go out there and like, poke bears and do things? I don't know. Maybe.
who knows? Not my business. I'm focused on my own lane. There was a super chat a while back with Trench, and you guys said you didn't know who that was. Doesn't matter since you actually do know him. No, now let's play it the other way. I don't know who's Trench.
Yeah, who are you talking
Maybe
about?
he'll send another super chat and be like,
Is that the guy with is that the Is Pong? Is that Pong Krell?
Yeah, maybe. Do you think that it will get to a point where we will use AI to produce a feature-length film? Yeah. No, not in theaters.
No. I think in theaters, but it's just that I think where people are missing the mark with AI is like these kind of AI generated images, even like his profile image. Like you're not going to see movies that look like that. You're going to see movies that look like movies. By the way, they already use AI in all kinds of different CGI kind of things.
Mm.
Netflix for strain or for Squid Games, they use deepfake technology and AI technology combined with deepfake to change their faces so that in the different languages the mouths match up better for
Oh, I didn't know
the
that.
dub. Yeah. So like, dude, they've been doing this all. AI is going to come in many different forms, many different shapes, and at the end of the day, it's just another tool. It's another paintbrush for a digital artist. Um, so yeah, AI will definitely help create all kinds of stuff,
So, Benny,
in my opinion.
you guys are so
Oh God. Oh God. You guys are so creative, man. That's the best way I can say it. Y'all are creative.
imagine taking the time to find the original photo,
Yeah.
going on the computer, opening up Photoshop or whatever program, finding photos of us that would maybe match an expression that he or she would want to elicit in that photo.
Yeah.
Cropping our head, taking the time to crop around our heads,
Uh-huh.
pasting it onto the photo, taking your head, pasting it on the photo, putting it up to YouTube as the profile picture, sending a super chat. Pretty good.
It's a diabolical plan. It's a
Pretty good.
diabolical.
Spending your time well. I gotta say.
Yeah, and people are worried about fucking AI. You get people like that. I would relax. You know what I mean? Jeez.
It's a huge sequel in my toilet.
There you
Now
go.
my house smell like really bad sequel. I got to take my dog out to take a sequel as well.
That's a
Yeah,
lot
man,
of
you're
sequels.
toxic. You're a
Yeah,
toxic.
Elijah, damn. The machete order says, "Hey Josh and Theory, I asked about taking clips of Nerd Theory a few weeks back. Looking through your channel, there are a lot of missing episodes. Am I looking in the wrong place? I don't think there's missing episodes.
That's the thing.
There are a few. Are you worried
Looking
about?
through your channel, there are a lot of missing episodes. I'm looking in the wrong. No, there's no missing episodes. Just some aren't titled Nerd Theory, so you can't find them probably. And they're not. I stopped putting them in the playlist, so you just got to type in Nerd Theory. But even for some, you won't find them because it's just not. Sometimes I forget to put Nerd Theory in the title.
Cannot wait for my blackout order 66 hoodie to come in. I ordered at the beginning of the month. Anyway, great content, boys. Cannot wait for tomorrow's watch party. Oh yeah, hopefully it's a pretty dope episode, huh?
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, do you think we'll see Luke in?
Yeah, I see what you did there, Apar. Evening,
Awesome.
gents. Appreciate all your content, Theory and Josh. What's your favorite Indiana Jones movie? Probably Temple of Doom for me, man. Temple of Doom is just fun.
I would say so. I would
They're
agree.
ripping out
Christopher
the dude's
Lloyd would be
heart.
Hondo.
Ooh, that could be cool.
Here's a proposition. I pay you what's left of my birthday money, which is $75, in exchange for you to start a petition for Disney to sell Star Wars. Yeah. I'm not one to be motivated by money, but I appreciate the offer.
Yo,
Yeah.
why is this guy ignoring my?
I'm gonna have to decline
challenges?
because I want Disney to keep Star Wars and I want them to keep destroying it so that I can make videos about it. That's the real reason.
There you go.
Wish I could work part time for Lucasfilm in Marin.
What's that mean? I don't understand. Is that a place? Like that's a place,
I
Marin?
think it's a place. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I found them. Please forget about the other super chats and keep my money.
No machete order. Now we think you don't know where the episodes are, and we're pissed.
What's up, boys? Just became a proud papa to 2 pups. Been loving bonding with them. They eat a lot and crap a lot. Well, anyways, much love to this community. Oh, cool, man. That's dope.
That is sick. Eat a lot
pop?
and crap a lot.
Yeah.
Got a new webcam when you invite me. What, dude? What are you talking about, brother? You ain't getting no invite,
Never gonna
Caden.
happen.
Josh, you also have influence. Would you make a great addition to the Knights of Melvin? I can make you a proposition as our. I'm already in the Knights of Melvin, dog. I'm already in.
Bro, me and Melvin talk like every week.
Dude, Melvin's my best friend.
He is Melvin. We're all Melvin.
Yeah,
Melvin
maybe
is
we're all
one.
Melvin.
Melvin is all.
Needed a blacked out Order 66 beanie ASAP as a fellow baldy. You should get it. Josh, Warner Brothers has an earnings call next week. Gunn must announce soon. Yeah, I think it could happen any day. I think it could happen any day.
My fellow baldy. Yes, we must unite. Hey guys, thanks for another episode of Nerd Theory. I have a question. In Force Unleashed, how was Starkiller able to use Force Lightning in the final level of the game chapter of the book on the Death Star after he became a Jedi?
They
Probably
didn't give a
harnessed
shit about canon. They thought it was awesome.
Yeah, probably. Or he used Force Judgment, but then it should have been yellow. So,
I thought it was red. It's yellow. Force Judgment.
Yeah.
And who does that? Mundi?
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon. Okay. Yeah.
And the council was like, "Use this, you cannot." And then Plo Koon's like, "I will just use it in good circumstances only, and I will make sure I control myself." Use it, you can.
He's only going to use it to light his death sticks. Bam.
What's up, Ibrahim?
The only YouTuber I ever sent a super chat to, and it was 5 to 6 years ago. If Maul choked a Wookiee, would you nut? And I just remembered. What a chat, bro.
Yes, Ibrahim, I would not.
Yeah. What a super chat, huh? Damn.
Yeah.
My lord, is that legal?
I will make it legal.
My favorite scene from Revenge of the Sith is when you can see Padme's feet. All right, we're getting to that time of nerd.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn, dude.
Weird.
Y'all go to horny jail, man. Go to horny jail. Anakin's poop has a high midichlorian count. Amen.
Yeah. Orcus 45 is talking about Admiral Trench from the Clone Wars. He was a spider guy Anakin killed in season 8. Oh, yeah, we know.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have that weakness, and then he killed him.
No, we don't know. Who's Admiral Trench?
And also, we
know who Admiral Trench is.
Is that the guy with 4 lightsabers?
Is that the guy with the mechanical arm?
Yep, I think so.
Admiral Trench. Please, typo more.
Cornballs. Love you guys.
Love you too.
What's a cornball? Like a hush puppy? Cornbread? Lego Cody and Rexon, was that leaked earlier? No, I'm really not into Lego, but seems cool.
I'd be down to build that. Would y'all want me to get one of those? Well, if it isn't the deputy himself.
Nice. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving to New York City.
Cool, man. That'll be fun. Yeah.
He's changing it up, man. I'm excited for him.
Yeah. I see Veeds rocking a fedora. I think he'd do well in one of those. No.
I think I've literally seen pictures of him in a fedora.
Veeds needs to go to a tailor, and he needs to say, "Make me look like I'm a 30s mobster." That's Veeds' vibe.
I'm gonna meet up with Veeds for October. We're gonna do a big
cool. Where?
New York Comic Con. I'm gonna do a big meetup. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna have a nice dinner for a lot of the Nerd Vengers, and do a big meetup. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done like a meetup in.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Fun. Yeah. Hey, maybe if I can make it, I'll join you.
Yeah, if you come into the States, it would be awesome. New York Comic Con's a good time. It's
never been.
You've never been to New York City?
No.
Oh, dude, you'd have a blast. New York's a great town. Super chat number 4, and I'm still typing like you said. Hey, wait, what?
Saw a vid on Insta where some guy was trashing you, and it reminded me of how much hate there is out there sometimes. I appreciate your kindness to the fans and your transparency. Thank you. Can't wait for Vader 2. I can't wait either, man. I'm really excited for it. We're making a lot of progress.
Dude. Yeah, I'm excited. Check it out. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Thank you for all your content, Star Wars Theory. Wanted your opinion. What, if any, Star Wars video game character / location will show up in live action?
What, if any, Star Wars video game character location will show up in live? You know, I could see Cal Kestis showing up
Yeah,
in live
definitely.
action.
Definitely.
I think once his story is done with Survivor, then we could see maybe him show up.
What's the guy's name? Dash Rendar would be cool too. Hey Josh, you seen the new D&D trailer today? I did. I think it looks awesome. Dude, it's kind of heartbreaking though, because so I'm like really into Dungeons and Dragons and I'm like really excited for this movie. But the company has been pissing their fan base off so hard lately. I feel like a lot of people might boycott that movie because they're so mad. And it's like, ugh. Why these companies got to do this stuff?
Nice, X. Nice. No. No.
I think Knights of Melvin is just toxic in my opinion. Oh, I think they're just the most toxic, but in like a really charming way. And like they're kind of charming with their toxicity. Yo, Melvin was pretty chill though when we were just, talking. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was gonna happen,
I like
what was
Melvin.
going on,
I like
so
Melvin.
yeah.
I've always liked Melvin. Not always.
His videos are pretty funny.
Last couple
like,
years.
That's kind of the thing is they are.
Dude,
pretty
he's
funny.
gonna be a huge channel. Just watch.
You
Just
think so?
watch. Yeah, a couple years.
Okay, cool.
Sticks with it. Yeah. I think 2023 is his year. And 2024, I think he's just gonna.
Well, then he's gonna have to have me on his streams if he blows up huge.
Hey, where you been?
Hey, what up, Brayside? Still a little salty that you took all the good snacks I had in the house, but it's all good.
In the words of Melvin, stop using my dick. Favorite Adam Sandler movie? Probably Happy Gilmore.
I'd say Big Daddy. I like when he
Here
takes
you
the
go.
kid out of pee on the side of the wall. Now it's your problem.
Yeah.
Someday
It's a
we'll
trench
figure it
fund.
out. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know, man. It sounds sexual. Hey, Josh, I go to New York Comic Con every year. It would be cool if you could do a meetup and Theory could come too. Love you guys. Dude, that would be awesome. I like that Miles Morales, John, you got on too. Dude, it would be great, man. I'll talk more about it
Be
when
cool.
we get closer to October, but yeah, that would be great.
Cool to meet all you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get some comfy nerd theory slides going. That'd be dope.
Yo, guys, out of all the games set to release this year, which one are you most hyped for? For me, it's Assassin's Creed Mirage. I don't know. What about do you have a particular game? I mean, it's Star
Probably
Wars
Survivor.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Survivor.
Baldur's Gate officially comes out. Space Marine 2 for Warhammer is gonna be so sick. So yeah, maybe those ones.
I'm excited for some Elden Ring DLCs. I'm really happy to get back to that. Excited to get back to that game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Do you ever see the Hasbro 3.75-inch figures from Revenge of the Sith back in the day? Love the detail on them. 2003, 2005 was peak Star Wars. Oh, it was facts.
Yeah.
Facts. It was peak back then, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never. I mean, look, never say never, but like you'll never have that again where you go into Toys R Us and it's a full aisle.
Do you
bro.
remember that?
Just a
Oh, it was
full
amazing,
aisle.
bro. It was so good. So good.
Dark Choco been hating on you both on TikTok, selling his solo opinions and/or premiere ticket clown. Yeah, I don't know if it's that. Look, I understand what you're saying,
Has he?
Soren. I don't know. I mean, all
Have
we
you seen
know is that
anything?
Soren. No, I don't have TikTok anymore. So I don't know. But I mean, look, would I be surprised by that? Not necessarily, but I also think it's possible that Choco's just speaking his opinion on something with regards to us that you're interpreting as him hating, but he's just giving his opinion out there. You know what I mean? And look, I don't expect everybody to completely agree with me all the time or to even think that I'm doing the right thing with my platform or whatever. So it's all good. I don't really care, man. I don't really care, to be honest.
Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They betray you.
Well, that's the end of today's Nerd Theory. I hope you guys had a fun time. We had a fun time with you guys too. We'll see you next week. We got the Bad Batch watch party tomorrow, and of course the breakdown the following day, and then a lot of fun videos for the week. And then of course it's just another month until Mando starts, and then the real fun begins. March is going to be a really
Yeah.
busy month.
Yeah.
Mando, Jedi Survivor, and then the 4 concluding episodes of the Bad Batch is going to be great. Or at least I think it's 8 episodes because there's or 6 episodes because there's 2 nights there that we get like double episodes.
Let's get it. It's a lot of Star Wars, but it should be good Star Wars for sure.
Yeah, could be. Well, one last one from Brady. Oh,
Brady!
Guys, stop it. Make your stream canon if you agree. Put me as a goat. No.
Oh, God.
Super chat number 5. I'm watching on my PS4 and eating rips. Okay, I'm going to be streaming on my gaming channel tonight on Theories Arcade. Guys, my goal for 2023 is to get to 250,000 subscribers on that channel. It is one of my favorite channels I've ever had. I've had it for 6 years. I just never really advertised it. Very small community on there. So go over there, subscribe if you want to watch me play some games tonight. I love you all. We'll catch you guys later.
No,
Josh,
I'll do stuff for Mando and Ahsoka for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, well, they're my fave.
Thief.
They're my
Little
fave.
thief.
So yeah. No, it was a fun stream she did. She incorporated it with like Star Wars characters, which character would like the food and everything like that. She's a good content creator. I like what she does. I just didn't like that I had this big pile of awesome snacks. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait. And Elisa was like, no, those are for the Ray side. Those are for Hannah. And I was like, what?
Someone just asked what was the channel. The channel is Theories Arcade.
Yep.
Theories. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Theories Arcade. There you go. I do play more than God of War, as you can see.
It's gonna be so fun to stream Survivor, man.
Yes. Damn, all the Elden Ring streams. Damn, I missed those.
Dude, Elden Ring was such a good game.
Great, dude. Yeah, a lot of funny moments on the channel. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Well, we love you guys. We'll catch you in a little bit. Hope you all had a great evening with us. If we missed any super chats, it was totally our intention because we don't like you and we just want your money. So have a great evening, and we will see you next week.
Peace out.
Now this is pod racing.